I'm just taking some time off, man, to regroup and think about my life pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I heard in one of the lives that you're just taking a little break from the predator hunting and everything.
Yeah, I'm just taking a break. When I first got back, I meant to take a break then, and I got carried away in 2 or 3 more cases, and then next thing you know, it's 10 cases, and then you never can. I'm just taking time for myself.
Yeah. So what does Ernie do when he's doing free time for himself?
Try to find a life.
Trying to find a wife?
That too. I can't believe you got one of them already. I can't believe that. Remember we were talking about that? I was like, oh my God, Benny's got a wife. Oh Lord.
Yeah, man, I got me a Mexican princess, man. I told you, come on down here to Texas, man, and we probably get you set up with something.
Oh my God. Texas nowadays. Oh Lord, I don't know about now. I might wait till it gets here in a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, we've got the open carry just came in, so we're trying to work that out.
Oh yeah. So my big idea was everybody needs to come together as a network, fighting with each other and carrying on and calling each other names and that drama. We're not going nowhere. We're actually.
Isn't that interesting to hear Ernie say that? Yeah, he didn't realize that this was a setup from BK. BK's really good at that. He'll lure you in and spit you out when time comes.
Hurting ourselves. All of us are.
Going backwards, in a sense.
In a way, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you propose that we go about?
Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. I figured we could cover one of Ernie's first panels, well, way before he was really known for who he is. In this live stream, you are going to see that Ernie show, along with Tina Zimmerly. Hey, thank you, Liddy, for being a member for 7 months. Stalk your local family, much like he does now. I mean, you're going to have to get through the bullshit with him and BK. BK was trolling him and lulling him into a cradle of safety. But again, you're going to see a lot of the same mannerisms from Ernie, a lot of the same issues that he's been recycling for almost 3 years. Also, I had quite a day today. I was driving today, and this is what happened. A turkey buzzard flew out of a tree line and into my windshield. Super rude and inconsiderate. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, holy shit is right. And it was like downpouring rain when this happened. I'm one of those people, I don't slam on my brakes, I don't swerve. I just put one of my arms up over my face because I wasn't sure if that motherfucker was coming through the windshield and took my foot off the gas pedal. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was bad. So then I drove it to a parking lot and I was going to call for a safe light repair. Nobody was available. So I had to drive home with my windshield like this. You can even see the feathers, you guys. Yeah, it looks like someone took a frozen turkey and tried to smash out my window. So I had to drive home like this. And I was going 45, 50 miles an hour until I could get to the windshield place that we normally use. And mind you, last July, this windshield was repaired because I was driving on my way to work in a gravel truck. Some of the gravel came out and smashed the window. The year before that, same issue. I have had to get a windshield replaced annually for the last 5 years. Oh, no shit, Jackie. Wow. No. So Frank was home because it was a torrential downpour today. So he picked me up from the shop because we had to leave it there. They have to kind of argue with our insurance company because we have windshield replacement. However, because of how bad it was, the entire interior of the Tahoe is filled with glass. So they have to get approval to do the deep cleaning, and it's $65 an hour with an estimated 8 hours. So they have to argue with State Farm over this. So anyways, so my mom, most of you know, has been borrowing my car, and so I had to go get my car for my mom. Frank had the work van and came and picked me up. So yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, it scared the shit out of me. Scared the absolute shit out of me. Here I was driving down the road, and I saw it out of because it was on the passenger side, come up out of the tree line, and I saw it. So here I'm driving two-handed. I put my arm up like this, thinking this motherfucker's gonna come through the window, and I put my foot off the gas and just keep going straight. I don't swerve. In Michigan, with all of the deer, you you don't ever swerve, and you don't slam on your brakes either, because there could be someone behind you, and if someone's behind you and slams into you, that's going to push you into oncoming traffic. But yeah, so today was a whole ass shit show. So I might be without my hoe for a few days. Okay, all right. That text message just threw me out, Matthew Mamet. Frank getting home on a hot day. Thank you, Matthew Mamet. That's not what I was expecting to open up to. No, it was not a deer. It was a turkey buzzard. They're only about 5 pounds, but they have like a 6-foot wingspan. But it comes like flying out of the tree line, boom, and then turns. And I was doing like 55, 60 miles an hour. Hey, Firefly. Matthew Mamet. I don't want to show. Well, I don't want to show that part because then people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah." So getting home on a hot day, be like, years ago when my youngest son was in a car seat in the front of my pickup driving through a country road, and a big duck hit my windshield and came. Yeah, very lucky. So there was a lot of glass all over the floor, the passenger seat, the whole entire center console, my seat. I definitely have irritation here in my lip, this part of my nose, right here under my eye, my chest. It feels like if you've ever worked with fiberglass or touched fiberglass, that's what it feels like. I was wearing my scrubs, which are all black, and you could see the little shards and slivers of glass all over me. So brainworms gave me the idea to use tape and kind of like go over my skin. So I did that. So yeah, the glass though, the feeling of glass, like this part of my chest hurts so bad. It was like on fire. Same with this part of my eye. Thankfully, I had my glasses on. So again, the windshield place has to use their special instruments to make sure, which I'm sure there isn't glass shards in the what do you call it? Not the filters. What do you call it? The vents. But anywhere, like I even had like an open Monster. So I picked up my Monster after I parked safely in the parking lot to dump it out outside because I knew there had to be like slivers of glass in it. And as I picked it up, I got my finger with glass. So yeah, the vents. Yeah. So lips, I hope you feel better soon. Oh yeah, Jackie, they said it's going to take 8 hours minimum to, they'll be removing all of the seats. And it takes 8 hours at $65 an hour. So if the insurance refuses to pay, we have to pay that 65 times 8 hours. Get some rest. Yeah, mom. All right, so I'm going to go over this old live stream where BK calls Ernie up on panel. My sister's voice sent it to me. She thought it would be a good thing to go over because as he's like talking to Ernie, Ernie's talking about kind of the same stuff he does now, which isn't, he's always on repeat. He recycles the same, oh, I need a break. Oh, my health isn't good. But somebody from Newport, Tennessee comes up and they give it to him. This is real life documentation of Ernie, Tina, and Xander stalking people in their community and accusing them without any evidence of being predators. So let's get to it, I guess.
We're going to have none other than Mr. Ernie Shell in the house this evening. Sorry, I'm running just a little. I said we started early, but here I am. Just a little bit behind you guys. So, Ernie, if you want to come on back, brother. Big Ernie, where'd the phone go? Onto the spinach. Tonight we're purple plat, is what it's called. Purple plat. It is beautiful. Yeah, it's really beautiful. All right, let me get Earl Ernie in here. Come on backstage. So,
All right, Night Watch.
Link, bro. So we're just waiting a couple of minutes until Ernie comes on back.
Let me guess where
Sorry, guys. Mr. Shell, how you doing this evening, sir?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Well, I appreciate you coming up and having a few words with us this evening again, brother. I appreciate your time. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm fixing the audio right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Thanks for your time this evening. So man, let's dig in. Like, what are you up to, man? What do you got going?
Oh man. Well, I'm by Lake Ontario right now. I'm sure you know where that's at. I'm trying to get this camera. Figure it out.
Lake Ontario?
Yeah.
I don't know where. I mean, that's around Michigan, isn't it?
Well, it's over on like Niagara, or New York.
Oh, okay. I'm with you now. Gotcha. So what do you got going out there?
I'm just taking some time off, man, to regroup and think about my life too much.
Yeah. So I guess I heard in one of the lives that you're just taking a little break from the predator hunting and everything.
Yeah, I'm just taking a break. When I first got back, I meant to take a break then, and I got carried away in 2 or 3 more cases, and then next thing you know, it's 10 cases, and then you never can. I just take time for myself.
Yeah. So what does Ernie do when he's doing free time for himself?
Try to find a wife.
Trying to find a wife?
That too. I can't believe you got one of them already. I can't believe that. Remember we talked about that? I was like, oh my god, Benny's got one. Oh Lord.
Yeah, man, I got me a Mexican princess, man. I told you come on down here to Texas, man. We probably get you set up with something.
Oh my god. Oh, Texas nowadays. Oh Lord, I don't know about now. I might wait till it gets here in a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, we got the open carry just came in, so we're trying to work that out.
Oh yeah. So so my big idea was everybody needs to come together as a network, fight with each other, and carrying on and calling each other names and that drama. We're not going nowhere. We're actually
Isn't that interesting to hear Ernie say that? Yeah, he didn't realize that this was a setup from BK. BK's really good at that. He'll lure you in and spit you out when time comes.
hurting ourselves. All of us are.
Going backwards in a sense.
In a way, yes.
Yeah. So how do you propose that we go about this?
We make amends.
You want to know what? I think you have the key to do that, Ernie. I think that you have the capability to. I think that may be something that I've seen you. Other than just I guess the misunderstanding with me, you don't have no issues with nobody online. So maybe that's where you could be instrumental is pulling this whole thing together, man. I believe you got the salt for it, man.
Right. Well, see, I think that we could all get on the same sheet of music. We're none on the same sheet of music. We're all scattered out, and it's not right. It's not right. We're not helping Summer Wells case a bit. None of us are. By arguing, when we could come together, as a network. Your information, other people's information, our information, and then rely on each other. And we do a lot better. We do a lot better as a network.
I agree. I mean, I think that would be beneficial for everyone. I don't really see how that could go wrong. I think that's something that we've all wanted, but I think that there's so many people for whatever reason that are afraid to take that.
That's the thing. Somebody has to run out in the water. Somebody has to get out in the water so they don't shark, and then everybody else follows.
I agree. So you're saying that you should? So it would be safe. I guess we need to start a campaign to try to gel this whole thing together, right?
I mean, peace treaty campaign, however way you want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, either one, maybe. I think that's a beautiful idea, man.
Well, you see people on the internet. Well, see, you have a platform.
Correct.
You YouTubers have a platform. I don't know much about YouTube. I mean, we put a video or two up. We don't understand. And we don't have the fundamentals. We don't know what we're doing on YouTube. To be honest with you. And when it comes to streaming, it's just you guys have the power. And I don't know if you know this or not, but you reach out to people. That network can be easily formed from that. Easy.
Right. You're right.
Here's the thing: these other YouTubers on there that grab these little information here and there from different little bitty parts of the world. They just scatter it all everywhere, and then they put this out there and they just throw it out there and they take it for granted. That's not right.
No,
that's not right. They should do their homework. Everybody should do their homework on everybody first before you start downing anybody.
I agree. Did you? I wanted to take a moment to give you an opportunity to speak about. I noticed I had a lot of people sending me different crud from Mandy C. Is that anything you would talk on or no?
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, is that something you want to touch on?
We can.
Okay. What is her like? What is going on with her, man?
Well, see, like I said, there was drama, and I reached out to Mandy C. And I was like, look, I'm not. And I even made posts on Predator Nation. I'm not going to down somebody, and because they don't know who we are. It's different if you were part of us and then you were not part of us no more.
Right.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Just put my phone right here.
So I don't know. She was just into too much.
Yeah. I just happened to see the tail end of something she had going on today, and then it seemed like all of a sudden that video that she put up was removed. So I'd actually tried to reach out to her, and she never returned any of my any of my correspondence. I just wondered, if you had a comment on any of that, but we can keep it kind of
like George. Yeah, but see, here's the thing about it, Mandy. She's got a good heart in ways. I think
right.
like what we were talking about. She does have a good heart, but she goes about doing things the wrong way.
Yeah, you know what? And that's I go about it the wrong way a lot of times, right? Like I'm here now making amends to you because the last interaction that I had with you, like it wasn't, what I'm saying? Like
I know we were grabbing each other. I know.
Yeah, you know what? We're both adults and we're both grown. Like like what you said, we definitely should make this a community where, where they want to come right in, right? Like right now, like when victims come around, they're like, oh, shouldn't I? But like if it were a community that was full of adults, it would be a real nice, easy transgression on over to the YouTube where we could be helpful, right?
Well, and something else too. Everybody's got different cultures, different beliefs, different religions. When you try to bring people together like that, you have to have a mutual understanding about all of that. Everything that goes into that, you have to have that mutual understanding. Different cultures. I've been all around the world, and I'm telling you, different cultures, and you misunderstand somebody, just one little word or two. If you don't, check it twice, cut it once.
Right.
You mess up.
Right. No, I agree. So, how long do you think your break is going to be, Ernie? Like, when are you going to be back in the saddle? Doing the hunting, man.
I don't know. I've got some health problems too, and I'm trying to. Like last night, I was probably out to about 3:30 in the morning, and
so we heard he's taking a break. You got to check it twice, cut it once, and he has health problems. No, he's not. We Scottish. Just stop. Why are you like the fucking YouTube snitch? I mean, we know you've been stripped of your wrench. You've been stripped of the ambassador of Scotland. You have proof of this? Come up here and explain it, we Scottish. I want to know. Do you? Do you have proof? Come on. Come up here and talk to me. I want to know what you mean. We'll wait. You need to come up? No? All right, that's what I thought.
where it's raining and the wind was coming off
Hey,
of the
Cass.
Ontario Lake. I'm telling you, it cut through me and it's killed my voice, literally.
Man.
Literally.
And I've had some health problems. I ain't going to discuss them right now, but it's nothing mental or nothing like that, though. But I
No,
don't have
we understand.
Lies.
So, what do you see for yourself in the next 5 years, Ernie?
until like 5 days ago, I wouldn't even know how to even answer that question. But now that you say that now, like I said, I'm out trying to find a life now.
Yeah.
I've got a couple things going up here. I got a couple contracts going, and that's the way, that's the way a lot works for me is contracts. I like going back to those contracts.
It allows you to kind of go back to familiar people or familiar
Familiar territory, training simulator, stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, does that work keep you moving around or kind of pretty stable in one spot?
Well, like your license, it depends on what state you're licensed in. Like I'm licensed in Tennessee. I'm licensed in, when I had private investigator license, which I could probably pick them up pretty easy again, I had 12 different licenses, 12 different states, so it was like.
Nice. So
but mostly all we ever did was work like workers' comp cases, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Like somebody cheating at the court or whatever.
Oh yeah, cheating, like trying to take Walmart out of $150,000 and ain't nothing wrong with stuff like that.
Right.
And then I worked with CNW. I don't know if you ever heard of that. That's back in probably around 2000, 2002, and that was Cheaters Never Win. Remember they tried to make a show out of that?
I think I do remember. We actually had a show here in Dallas called Cheaters.
Well, he got stabbed. He got stabbed on a cruise line or something like that. One of the old guests or something like that he had busted. And just it's pretty bad. I think his show went off. It was something similar to the Chris Hansen to Catch a Predator.
Hey Ernie, I have a question here for you from Patty. She says, "Does Ernie help parents of missing kids?"
What's that now?
Patty wants to know. Patty is a subscriber of mine. She wants to know if you help the parents of missing kids.
Whenever we have a missing kid report, of course, parents are the first ones we usually reach out to and try to find out the logistics of it, what's going on, the location, last where they seen, all that. But yeah, we do try to help with them. Tina's awesome. Tina has a sound table. I don't know if you guys are into sound therapy or know anything about it.
Imagine, if you will, talking about a sound table. His voice is different is because he was terrified of Benny Keys at this point. This is his "I'm scared of you" voice. ATM. This is the Ernie Shell "I'm terrified of you" voice. Mean Girls. I'm going to send you a couple of photos. Tell me if they are the same. Go look if that could be the same child, but without glasses on.
I'm telling you, sound therapy and with frequencies, they can change your life.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And also, we keep up with the parents that we've helped, like with missing kids or anything. Like mostly when you say missing kids, I'll give you an example. This little guy, he was I think he was 14 years old at the time, and he went missing. But it was over his girlfriend, and something fight with that, so he just took off. And he didn't have he wasn't really out there, so we was like, it was kind of hard. It's harder that way because it was snowing, and it was like it was knee deep in snow. I mean, it was crazy.
That changes the dynamics, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yes it does.
Yeah.
But it also can help. And if it's not raining, in the snow, it can also help.
Yeah. This doggone thing keeps falling down. What the hell? Let me ask you a question. Have you been following any of this Gabby Petito stuff?
Which he had. Remember, he did they were looking for Brian in the Smoky Mountains, and he was already dead. All right, thanks, girls. I wasn't sure. All right, just wanted to double check.
No.
Okay. That's
Yep.
Now the rest of the team, I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Do you have something that you're working on specifically that you can talk about, or are you just doing fugitive recovery right now?
I'm not even doing fugitive recovery. I'm just taking a break right now.
Oh, okay. Cool. Anybody else have a question for him? So you
ask anything. Ask anything.
Okay. Let me see. What's G-Dog's question? If Ernie,
that's gonna be a good one.
this is more of a comment, I guess. I don't even know who Tina Cornett is, but it says if Ernie wants to change, will he please stay away from Tina Cornett?
Here it is.
Who is Tina?
He knows exactly who Tina Cornett, aka Tina Diaz, is. Okay, this is a family that Tina Zander and Ernie stalked in real life in Newport, Tennessee. Followed them through town, taking photos of them and their little kids and putting them on Facebook.
I don't know. G-Dog, who's Tina Cornett? I don't know who that person is, but do you think that you could be helpful looking for Ryan Laundrie in Florida?
I'm not even looking at that case. I'm not even looking at it. I mean, that right there. I mean, I seen it, and then I seen like something they put out some fake news about it. They said he was killed. You remember that? And they said he was hanging up. And I was like, well, I guess what happened with that. So.
Right. Did you hear about the scenario?
Here's the thing. Here's how you find him. I'm gonna tell you how you find him.
When
you go look for somebody, when you look for anybody, you look for the repetitious things in their life they do. If they have to have coffee at 9 o'clock in the morning, my God, if they don't have that coffee at 9 o'clock in the morning, well, they get grumpy, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. If they do a certain pattern, that's the bad
Think about
thing.
it.
If they have a certain pattern,
Hey, Texas.
you can find anybody. That's people don't know that. People don't understand that.
Right.
Everybody's got a pattern. Everybody does.
No, I agree. I have one. I mean, it's pretty identifiable too. I'll be honest with you. Like,
well, you drink cappuccino, so I mean, I don't know about them people.
So BK's pattern was going to the gas station to get Newports and donuts.
But Benny was trying to figure out everything he could about Ernie. He was assessing him because this is around the time that Ernie came into the YouTube community. Again, making the same kind of statements. There's nothing new about Ernie. Ernie is stuck on repeat, but it's going to get better because
Tina Diaz and her son are going to come up.
So, who threatened Cher? I'm confused. Do you have anything to say about the Cher situation, Ernie?
What part of it? There's so many parts of Cher. It's not even funny.
Well, I mean, I mean, I of course I told you before that I didn't want to open up, and you've been you've been very gracious in that regards. But
and I'll be nice to her. I'll be nice to her. But some of the things she put on there about us was wrong. You know, she went off of that little bitty piece of information and what everybody was coming to her saying about it. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't use Google. You don't use Google to judge someone like that.
All right. I can tell the difference between BK and Easy. BK knows how to rap. Easy doesn't.
You don't do that. You know, we all have a past, okay? We all have a past. But it's what we do in the future. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. So did you happen to hear about the do you have any feelers about the situation with the burned body in Hawkins County? Did you hear about that?
I've seen the articles on it.
Okay, but you heard through the grapevine?
No, I just seen them and I didn't even go into it. But I'm sure the team has.
Let's see. Hold on. We've got. Oh, okay. So Tina Cornett is evidently Katina. Katina, I guess. I'm familiar.
Okay, somebody needs to tell them people I don't hang around with Katina. I've never met Katina, and no, I don't. No, I don't associate with her.
No,
either.
you just stalked her.
Would you admit that you're at fault with any? Hold on. Let Tina come up and address Ernie and stay quiet on it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to set Ernie up like that. If Ernie, if you're cool, would you be cool with talking to Tina if she wanted to?
Is it Katina or Tina?
I don't. Is it Tina or Katina? I'm not sure yet. Hold on. And of course, this wasn't what this was about. You know what? We can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. If it's Katina, bring her on.
Well, you know
Look,
what? That's
man,
not.
look.
You know what, Ernie? I didn't.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What's the difference between an amateur and a professional? That's the whole big difference. An amateur and a professional. A professional can perform any given time, place, without notice. That's the whole big key.
I agree.
That's why it happens.
Yeah.
We're not always going to be able to plan our moves.
Okay.
So if she wants to talk, I mean, look, I'll be nice and calm, cool, and collected.
Is it something that I can help you guys come to a resolution?
With well, I don't have a problem. I mean, she's the one that said that we are stalking her and here's the thing. She showed a video and our vehicles don't even match up to what's on her video and what she's saying. She has no clue.
I thought Ernie didn't know who she was. You know what they say? People always tell on themselves, right, Ern?
And when you go ahead and you put that out there and you make posts about that and people see that, there's certain people that believe that. And we're not about that. We're not about stalking. We don't have time to stalk.
That's a lie.
Do other people in your organization have time to stalk?
No.
Hey, Heather.
But of course, quite naturally, you can't answer for them all the time, right?
Well, I mean, who are you talking about? Which ones are you talking about?
Tina said, Ernie, Tina, Xander, you know how y'all are doing me and my family. I'm not all the way aware of what's going on. And again, I don't want to use this time to end up doing what happened last time.
Let's just do it this way. If she wants to drop it, drop it. I'm not saying nothing about her. I don't even let her come across my mind. I mean, literally, I don't.
Okay.
I got other things to do in life. It just makes me mad because they are the ones going to these sheriff's department and making these false accusations and false police reports about us. That's sad. That's really sad.
Well, I mean,
Wait, I'm still confused because Ernie said he doesn't know who this lady is. She goes by Katina Cornett and Tina Diaz. Hey, Fugitive. Ernie always tells on himself. Anything that Ernie accuses others of doing, he is actually projecting, just like Democrats do, right? The one that screams the loudest of PDF files, like Ernie's probably running a sex trafficking ring. Just saying.
maybe there's a room for growth here where maybe have we not gone too far that we all can't just go on about our business and leave everybody alone?
We're just going our separate ways. I mean, I'm like I said, I don't take time out of my day to even mention her name. So I mean, I don't. I mean, I didn't even know who she was.
No, you know who she is. You, Tina, and Xander, and Predator Hunter Nation stalked them in real life, would photograph them, and then put them on the Predator Hunter Nation Facebook page, making insane accusations of child sex abuse and physical abuse. That's what Tina does. You don't agree with Tina, you fall into one category: sex trafficking. And under that is organ harvesting and trafficking. And your PDF file, if you do not agree with them, you are eating children with Hampstead. Okay. So that's actually, it's a sickness that they all have.
You said Tina, and then you said Katina, and I had to think a minute. I was like, Katina? No. I mean, I don't do that. I don't do that anyways. That ain't me. That ain't my character.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Tell me, what's been the highs? What's been the very high of your career? Tina
I agree, MGA.
Tina said she'd come on if you'd be willing to have her come on. If not, then you guys.
Yeah, put her on. Put her on.
Ernest, the thing is, Ernie, is that I told you before I wanted to make ends with you. So if you're not comfortable with doing that, Ernie,
put her on. Put her on.
Ernie,
put her
bro,
on.
I don't want this. Listen, I'm, you know what I mean? I told you before, like I'm trying to do it differently than before. And so if, I don't want you to feel like this is a setup, bro, because this isn't a setup at all. You know what I mean? Like this isn't anything I've arranged or anything like that. If you don't want to feel like, if you don't feel like you want to do that, I respect that. Well,
if she wants to be neighborly, I'll be neighborly. I can do it too.
Tina, can you come on and be respectful on my platform as well and use this as a professional time to kind of address this? If we can't be professional, then you guys save it for another time. But I would definitely like to culture an environment where maybe can get some growth, some healing and move it forward. I'm sorry. So let's see if she wants to come up, Katina. I'll put the link right down here, Tina. If you decide you want to come up and be as professional as you would be at your mother's house, and Mr. Shell, he's aware of that as well. So if you want to come up and talk, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. I just asked that we keep it cool and try to move on. That's what we want to do, right? We all, guess what, guys? There's 343 of us here. You know what? We're here for summer, essentially, right? We're all here in a roundabout way for summer. So what we need to do is we need to get to the healing, and then we can, you know what I mean? We can continue on doing it. Right now we have a lull, right? There's not a lot going on. And, we could take a few minutes and try to heal the community, right? She said, bring it. Now, Katina, I think you have a fan in here, Ernie. Lipstick pundit. She says Ernie equals hot. So you know what, man? They just follow you around, bro. Hit the like button, guys. Thanks for stopping in, Doug. Thanks for being respectful, bro. So hold on one second. Ernie, have you heard about our petition?
What petition?
Oh, dude, check it out, bro. Hold on. Man, check me out. Oh, wait, Katina's here. We'll do that after Katina.
Well, just send it on my link. Send it on a link or something like that on my
Okay,
message.
cool.
I'll look at it.
Katina, we're just going to be professional, right? Hello, Katina.
Hey, Benny.
How you doing?
Hello.
man?
Now, I want to reiterate, this is a woman in Newport, Tennessee that was being stalked by Predator Hunter Nation and their affiliates. Oh, nice, MGA. That's awesome.
Tina.
Ernie, you and Tina and Xander have got to stop. You need to take me, my kids, my husband, my grandkids off all y'all's pages. You're exploiting kids.
Can Ernie?
Stop her.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even around there, so it's okay. But anyways,
Yeah, you are. We do talk. Hey, buddy.
how you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna see you. Don't worry.
Hey, wait.
You said be professional. I'm just saying I'm gonna see you.
Yeah, but that's on
We're
the edge of
professional.
threat,
Hey,
man.
Benny, we're professional. It's okay. It's cool.
You guys know
It's
each other?
okay.
Do your little
I've
talk.
never met him. I've never seen him before.
Okay.
I've never met him and seen him. I mean, he's called me and cussed me out a couple times.
No, you said that wasn't your old lady, but your friend cussed first, and I asked her not to.
Oh, well, I mean, that ain't my
Well,
old lady.
I just said that wasn't your old lady. Come on, be professional. Come on now.
Oh, we
You guys-
are, brother.
I think ultimately what it is we, Katina, we've talked before, right? Yeah. And we've had some good talks, and we've talked. Would we agree that we would like for that community to have some healing and move forward?
Yeah, but it won't stop unless they stop. It's the
Okay.
problem.
What have we done?
If it's not him, he said it's not him, that he can at least tell the people, hey, take my kids, because those are my kids. At the end of the day, take
Those
their
are your
pictures
kids.
off
Yeah.
their social.
Babies, like a 1-year-old baby and a 1-month-old baby.
Can we make? I mean, can we have that happen if that's a thing, Ernie? Can we just
Yeah,
without?
I mean, I didn't know. See, I didn't even know what was going on. So I don't.
He had a
I'm
picture
sorry.
of him before, like family members had, and he was fighting for his life in the hospital.
And Tina and Xander posted them up on the Predator Nation, Tina's page.
Well, you said Tina and Xander, not Ernie. Ernie don't
And-
post stuff like that.
Predator
Ernie
Nation.
don't post stuff like that.
That's
But
why
I mean, yeah, I can see what's going on with it. I'll do that for you guys.
all
Be
right.
taken
Now
care of.
let's get okay.
Can we work forward
Good.
with that, guys?
Oh yeah,
I'm good.
I'm fine with what he's doing. If he wants to chase down predators, cool. I don't like people that mess with kids. That shit's disgusting.
Katina,
Just stop her, everybody. Stop harassing
If it-
me, my family,
if
and
it's
take
not
down
you-
our stuff.
If it's not you, then tell them, be a human and say, hey, look, this is wrong. Quit doing it.
so everything's good. We've said it, and we can move forward, and hopefully Ernie will stand on his thing, and then we can look into having your kids' pictures taken down. Hoo-ah, that'd be good.
It's
Yeah,
the
my
kids,
kids,
mine's, his, my husband's, everybody's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
How long ago they've been posted there, Tina?
For almost a year.
and like,
Mine. The babies are just a year old and a 1-month-old.
and she got my daughter too.
Yeah,
It was
3
posted on Predator Hunter Nation a year.
Yes,
We
look,
ain't-
Tina,
It ain't.
Okay. So Ernie has a new community page post that has a minor child again. And this is the reflection of his sunglasses. That's who's driving him right now. I can't tell who that is. So that one looks like she has dark hair. We can do, you know what? We can do kebabs and I can warm up the shrimp and do, I'm sorry, we can do steak, shrimp, and a vegetable. No, that's longer, that's longish hair, but it looks like the same person that was driving him the other, no, that is not Photoshop. This is who was driving him the other day when he had she had a cap on. So it's about the same length as my hair, you guys. It's about the same length as my hair. That's who's driving him around. No, I don't believe that child is photoshopped in either. That's why I'm not going to show it, because he is exploiting this child. He said over in Blame Katie's that he rescued that child. He sued. I don't think the child is, because that looks like almost very close to the same child that was on his live stream this weekend when him and Mark were making their top 30 list and the child's head popped over to the side. We have that photo as well. I think it's the same driver, whoever this is transporting children. And Ernie is proclaiming that he not only saved this child, but a couple days ago, he was at a child reunification camp for parents and children. So this is kind of scary that anybody is allowing him around their minor children, or if they're a foster parent. This is terrifying. If these women are foster parents allowing Ernie around them, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Hold on, I'll show you the other photo from the other day. I didn't delete it. Right here. He accidentally showed her. Oh, I gotta delete this photo. So Ernie, his arrogance gets in front of, it gets in the way, and he doesn't realize when he's fucking up. So this is the woman in the reflection of his other cell phone. It's the same woman. Her hair's just pulled back and she's wearing a cap. So take a good look at that. Yeah, but not all foster parents are good people, Lips, and you know that. We all know that. So today her hair's down, no cap. With a cap, hair pulled back. It's the same facial structures. One may look like she has a double chin, but that just tells me she's in her mid to late 40s and she's chunky like I am. So depending on how you hold your head will be dependent on if it shows your double chin. So I agree with that. And sadly, Ernie is going to probably get away with more murders. Let me find another photo real quick. Shit, I don't have it. I will get that photo uploaded and I will share that in a minute. Now, y'all know I don't fuck with missing kids, but I will fuck with people, this missing kid shit in Laurel County with Ernie LARPing. The father is completely sus to me, using the word grieving, mourning, flowers. Like, I am not 100% sure that they didn't do anything to her. No, that is not Southern Girl Terry. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. That is not the same person. Southern Girl Terry is late 50s, early 60s.
It ain't been out that long.
Well,
Go look.
she's
Tina's got them
posted
posted.
the pictures. That at the end of the day, the
Yes,
pictures are gonna come
Kimberly.
down. Like that's just weird. You hunt child predators.
I understand. Look. I didn't know. Look, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. I mean, I understand that. I understand that. Like,
You're on
I
that page.
understand.
Is what I'm saying. How do you not know that these pictures are not
Because
on
I
there?
don't go back. I ain't got time to go back and whenever it was posted or whatever.
But we'll go ahead and we'll work on this situation. Is that fair enough, guys?
Yeah.
Fair enough?
I don't see what's going on.
And you
But
guys,
you know, a
Katina?
lot of people.
Day.
That's your son, right?
This is my son. Yes.
Dude, feel free to hit me in the inbox, and we'll just try to work forward and make it happen so that.
Truth Hurts, I just played that. I just put that up between here and here. It's the same woman. Her hair's just down in one. I'm telling you, same woman. All right, let's continue this. I'm only going to play it through this interview because the rest is pretty uneventful. And then put a 7 in the chat if you want me to go. I want to replay the dad's interview from last night. I am still very bothered by this, man. I am not convinced that maybe they did something to their child because of the vernacular that he was using. But then I also have to take into consideration, and I think we all need to take into consideration, and again, sorry, I am a discombobulated mess today. And I need a fucking haircut like a motherfucker. Like my back, my little stack 8, whatever this is called, I need a haircut. Anyway, so we also have to keep in mind, though, that these people are very low IQ individuals and they do not have a strong grasp on the English language. Drug addiction can also fuck with that, but these people are not educated. So I have to keep that in mind when the father is saying grieving, 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 mom is mourning. We use those words when there is a death, right? Or there's an extended separation. So I'm not sure. I want to replay it from the beginning without interruption, like without constant interruption like I did last night, because I was pissed last night. I'm not going to lie. Ernie has no business doing anything with any children at any time, any way, shape, or form. His best interest is only his ego. It is not actually for children. And yeah, I agree. Oh, and a lot of it sounded like Ernie had coached him by what this guy had said. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you missed Jimbo's live stream last night, I highly suggest you watch it from start to finish. I fell asleep halfway through because I was getting up early this morning. I replayed it this morning. If one of my mods could also drop the link to Elle Kennedy's video that she posted this morning. It's an hour and 32 minutes, and it is worth every fucking minute. I watched every minute of it this morning. And then I went and finished Jimbo and Kemper. So very, very, very important. Please go watch that. It gives you the view from all fucking angles.
Guess what, man? We don't need no trouble, man. It's enough trouble out there to be had, and we don't need no extra trouble. If we can try to move forward, then
whatever y'all want to do. Like I said, if you look at a kid like that, you're sick. You deserve to go to hell. I don't care what they're doing with that. But here's the thing. You can't be hunting child predators and taking pictures of my kids.
And posting them on
well, this, let me say this, guys. This isn't a court and a jury. What we will say is
Wait.
Hey, Brad, is that really Brad? Brad, could you come up for a quick second? I I watched some of your time up on Bandit TV. Could you come up for a quick second, please? Do you have the time? All right, come on. Take that link that I just dropped. Come up here for a second, please. I know Ray really likes you. Gamer Girl really likes you. I just have some questions that I think you can answer for me.
They took pictures. They took pictures, like actually photographs, or they got something from your all's Facebook.
One picture is actually taken of my daughter. One picture is actually taken.
So, needless to say, Ernie, all pictures and profiles need to come down off of everybody's page. And you
What do you
want to
mean
say
profiles? What do you mean profiles?
Like,
all of our Facebook profiles need to come off of Predator Hunter Nation,
Okay.
Venus pages, and
I
Sanders.
understand. Look. I understand that. I understand that.
I thought I was unmuted. Give me just a second, Brad. Hey,
What up? What up?
well, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
I
So before you,
watched.
hold
I
up,
watched.
before you ask me anything,
All right.
before you go any farther, I have just got keened into all this last night. So I'm like everybody else, but go ahead.
So I watched a few minutes of you on Bandit TV, and I was a little concerned why you thought Ernie and Jimbo were working together and causing this whole rigmarole with this missing child. Did I misunderstand you?
I think that they're capitalizing on it, is what I say, was what I'm saying. They're capitalizing on it for content. However, I'm the only one down here in London that would, you know. All right.
Can I say
I,
something to you real quick? Give me a
go
second. Let me
ahead.
speak. So we all knew about this way before it was brought up onto YouTube. And the reason it was not brought onto YouTube is because we all knew, Jimbo, everybody knew that Ernie would capitalize on it, inject himself, and try to fuck with it. Now, it was brought up one time briefly a few days ago by the Sand, and that didn't get picked up by anybody. And it was just like, this is kind of what's going on. I'm going to tell you real quickly. It wasn't a big rigmarole. But then Ernie found out about it. Ernie capitalized on it. So then at that point, Jimbo had his hand was forced because of his son's car being shot up, his other son's tires being slashed. This was not for clicks and views, Brad. They did not want this on YouTube because of fucking Ernie's show. You of all people should know that. At least I
Well,
think.
I agree with you on that 100%. And I do believe that last night when Ernie had Frank on there, that he, if anybody was stupid enough to send any money, Frank probably didn't get it or get all of it. So I'm just down here in London and I'm fixing to go out and see what I can find out myself. But fuck, I don't even like know where to go or what to do. But I would like to do something if it was possible.
What do you think? What do you think about? Do you know Frank?
Now I
Do
don't
you
know
know
none
this
of these
guy?
folks. Nah, I don't know him. My papa's lived here 50 years, and I asked him. He don't know him, and that name's a very familiar name in London. But nah, nobody down here that I know. That none of Papa's friends that I asked today, nobody knows these folks.
So
So
Jimbo had. So let me tell you, Jimbo, Thelma, Hunter, they actually had been out searching with the family for this girl until suddenly the girl's father did an about face and decided to start lying to the police. So last night when he was on Ernie's panel, he's like, I'm sitting in a $300,000 house. And that to me, I was like, all right, that is very unlikely in the area in which he lived. So I went and Googled the house with his address. It was sold to Frank in 2022 for $10,000 with an estimated value of $150,000. So right there off the line, out the gate, this guy's lying.
Agree.
Who you hollering at?
I'm hollering at my papa. I got to interrupt you. I've got to run to Walmart with my grandfather, and then I'll come right back on here with you.
All right. Do you just
Sorry, I
let me
gotta
know
run,
and
but
I'll
I have
drop the
to.
link again.
Okay, because I've got some
All right.
questions too. All right, sorry.
All right. Well, let's see what he says. Oh, I thought it was 150. I'm not a fan of Brad because of clearly his behavior a few months ago. But last night on Bandit TV Network, like, what is this? What is he even talking about? But I want to kind of understand Brad's thinking. And listen, we all suffer from some sort of bias on this platform. Oh, that's I agree with you, Beth. 100% agree. I agree, Beth. But I want to understand the way his mind works, because when he came to this platform, he was trying to get in, or get in where you fit in type shit, So Jimbo, I want to just pick his brain and try to figure out what the fuck is going on. All right, let's continue on with this, and then we're going to go and restream Frank. Please get your notebooks out, your crayons. Yes, somebody in his family owned the house, Susie, and sold it to him for $10,000. The house is a goddamn shack. It is disgusting. The outside of it looks like fucking Sanford and Sons. But after this, we're gonna go and listen to Frank, and I want you to have your and I just said this. I know I'm repeating myself. I want you to get your pads of paper and your pencils out, because the things that this father has said leads me to believe that they may have done something to Casey, maybe not intentionally. And I don't like to speculate. I'm not into true crime and missing kids, but this one's really questionable to me. And I have to take into account that the parents are of low IQ. They do not have a strong grasp on the English language, so they could be misusing words, if that makes sense. Hey, birthday twin. So let's finish this and we'll go to Frank.
Work forward with it. How about that, guys? We'll work forward.
That's all I've been asking. Every time I contact one of them, like me and him was talking about it, but she was in the background discussing and everything.
That's all they're good. Ernie's probably too, truth be known, but when he's around that bunch, Ernie's not a good dude. That's just simple as that.
What do you mean I'm not a good dude? I'm no different. I'm no different.
You are.
All right, guys.
You have never met me. You have never met me. You have never seen me face to face. You've never met me.
Yes, I have.
How?
I have. Believe me, I have.
You have never met me.
I have. Trust me.
No, you haven't.
Y'all can talk about
Well, that's
this.
you know what? Hey.
Anyway, yeah, exactly. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Doesn't even matter. We'll just work. The four
Thanks,
of us.
Austin. Thanks.
We will
Thank
work. We'll work towards the resolution. And this is what. Go ahead.
One more thing. I'm done. Stop getting on your lives and bashing my name. Period. Ernie.
You started that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'll move forward with it. I won't say it no more. But you did. You was the one. You was the one that told the police department. You was the one that told the police officer that, though, and that's the fact.
Have you got proof that I've been to the police department? But if you want me to, I can. I've not once been to the police department.
Go right ahead.
No. We just want.
Anyways, look. I'm working through it. That's a good deal. Me and Austin cool with it. That's cool, man. Hell yeah. I agree.
We'll work through
I get that, but the only time I went to the police is when you said you had nothing to do with it, but when Kendall Davis was calling my nephew.
I don't even see. I don't. What happened with that? I don't know.
Okay, he made a video calling my nephew the N-word because he's mixed and said that he was gonna kill me and my sister. I got video proof, and that's the only time I went to the cops because my sister and my nephews.
I understand. So we'll move.
Oh
forward.
yeah. Well, I mean,
we'll move forward with the general concern of the pictures, okay? And we'll
stop bashing everybody, Ernie.
and
You're
we'll
probably a good dude, but just stay to yourself, man. Stay to yourself. Stay in or wherever you're at. Toronto, Canada, wherever you're at.
Thank you, Katina and Austin. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Benny. Bye.
be good.
Anyways,
All right. I am done with that. I just wanted to show the people that may be watching this now, the people that may watch this on replay, that Ernie, Tina, and Xander are an actual threat to women and children. Real men are not scared of these people, but this is a repetitive cycle of Ernie, Tina, and Xander. This is actually what they do, and then they try to blame other people for behaving the same way, and that just isn't accurate. Now, again, I'm going to say this. I don't like getting involved in these kind of issues, but because the Collins family are being harassed, we have an escalation with someone on their property, and the father admitted that last night, being on their property, shooting up a child's car, and they refer to Casey as a child at 17, who will be 18 in 2 months. But when Jimbo married his first wife, he had just turned 17 and they call him an adult. So they need to really decide their parameters or the definitions of the words that they use. I also heard somebody say yesterday, well, we'll get out the definition of what a PDF file is. Okay, why don't you use Connie Sue's definition? Because Connie Sue took the literal definition to defend Jimbo for over a year. But now she's walked it back. I'm sorry, my hair is driving me nuts because I need a cut. Who's Amber Morrison? No, Daphne Taylor. Okay, so let's go back and listen to this man who may have had something to do with his daughter being missing. Now, I like to be an optimist. I like to think that parents would never, ever do anything to hurt their children. I would like to think that parents would break the cycle of maybe the abuse that they endured as children, because our children are our future. Now, again, I am not getting into true crime. I am not getting into missing kids, but because this is affecting my community and the Stan community, and I truly love all of these men and women, I think that it is important because Ernie Shell only cares about Ernie Shell. Ernie Shell doesn't give a fuck about this girl. In fact, Ernie Shell just said a couple of hours ago, I've got a lead and I know where she is. That's interesting to me, Ernie. Then where is she? If you know where she is, why doesn't KSP or Laurel County Sheriff's Department know? Or was this all a setup, Ernie? I don't know that she ran away. I want to think that in my heart. I'm praying that's what happened. But if you didn't listen to the father last night and the words that he used, I'm telling you there's some fuckery afoot. There is some fuckery afoot because Ernie's never going to tell the police because he's lying. All right.
Bubba?
Long time, brother. How you doing?
Been a minute, man. Been a minute.
I tell you, brother. I tell you. Everyone, this is Frank. This is Frank. I'll just let you go ahead and explain your story. That way everybody can understand it.
Y'all hear
You
me?
guys are muted. I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. I hear you good. I hear you good.
Ready?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Well, I'm just going to start off with, my name is Frank Brummett. We are I don't know, just a normal house country folks family, you know. I work day
Ernie,
in,
you guys
day
are
out.
muted.
No, sorry. There's something wrong with you. Go out and come back in.
You may wait on him.
Now, I want you to pay close attention to the way Ernie sounds. He sounds like he is in a moving vehicle. And then if you watch him, he's bouncing up and down as if he's in a semi truck, which would be either MJ or No Fear.
Hold on, Charlie. Can you hear me now? Charlie. Go ahead there, Frank.
This is Frank Brummett. I'm just a normal, you know, country boy trying to survive in this world, man. I'm a truck driver. I work, started off just normal, you know, just now I'm a petrol hauler. I haul fuel. And yes, man, we have problems, man. We do. Our family. And as in like I got 4 daughters, 1 boy, and the 17-year-old, this guy fooled me, man. I didn't think, you know, I thought he was a good kid. I thought there was a good family. I never really met him, and I'm always big on meeting my kids' boyfriend, you should say, because at first I don't consider him as that. I consider him as acquaintance. But anyways, all said and done, I met this boy.
So we're talking about Hunter. We're talking about Hunter, right? Jimbo's son.
Hunter, yeah, Hunter. And I met this boy, and I never let a boy get to me to where, you know, I trust him a little bit, and I did. I trusted this boy with my daughter, man. And if that ain't trust, I don't know what to tell you what trust is. But I trusted this boy. He fooled me. He was supposed to be a virgin, whatever the case may be. He's supposed to be a good kid, don't know nothing about drugs, etc. But I'm telling you, man, this boy fooled me. Well, it went on for about 6 months, and he got in my daughter's head so bad, he was following her around like his nose was stuck up her ass, man. I mean, he couldn't leave her alone. I didn't get it at first, man. I didn't. Because my daughter, she was in love, you know, and every time somebody would get in between that, she would flip out. And I'm not talking about just a normal flip out. I'm talking about she would get crazy flip out. And this boy and his family had her convinced that she was allowed to just leave because she was, you know, knocking at 18's doorstep, which it don't matter, man, if you're 1 day old or if you're 100-year-old, man. If you're missing, you got to get found, man, especially if you know that someone out there really loves you. Now, this family, man, is a messed up family, let me tell you. They're a normal family when you meet them. That I promise you, you'll never expect nothing. You'll never believe that this family is in what it's in. Now, I got to sleep at night or in the day, stay up at night to protect my family. Stuff has happened. You know, I'm trying to find my daughter, but little thing over there happens, man. It's my fault, and I get it because they got my daughter, and I know they do. They won't give her back. They lie to the law. And everything. And every time I call the law, look, we have a case. My daughter's been missing for 9 days now. I ain't heard from her, seen her, nothing. She's been spotted at Walmart, Taco Bell. She's been spotted at that chicken place, Bojangles. Law enforcement won't even open the book up as far as open the case up, man. They won't look at it. They'll send it to one investigator. After that investigator is done, like off for 3 days, they'll give it to the next investigator. It's going to be off for the next 3 or 4 days. That's how my case has been flipping. So it's not got work the first day. Every time they go over there, they check everything, the basements, the crawl spaces, everything. Well, I know she's not in there, but they know where she is. Her family is hiding them, and we've been.
Well, you know, Jimbo did that once before.
I know.
Jimbo did that once before. When he married Thelma, he took her off for 2 years because she turned of age so she could get married to him. He was already over 80. He's a pedophile, brother. I'm telling you.
I know he is. And him and her both was telling my kids. I mean, like, come on, man, they're a family. You don't teach your kids that it's okay to run away from a loving home. You know, we love her, and I guess our.
So I'm going to say this. I do not, in my gut, believe that the Collins would suggest running away from home. But if they did, there was probably a reason. Now, when I was 15, 16, and I ran away from home, my best friend's mom at the time said, just come stay here. I will deal with your mother. He's not contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Now, I also had adults telling me, you can leave when you're 16 because that's the law in Michigan. Because I was in a bad situation, but I'm not saying that's what happened. What I think is Ernie had enough time with this family to concoct a narrative. And I hate the word narrative, but this sounds a lot like Ernie Shell. Hey,
protection that we was giving her wasn't satisfying her. She wanted the young boy, which she was young too, her age, and his parents, Jimbo and them, was feeding my daughter so much crap, man. And I went over to look at her to see if I can find her today. Man, I should have had my phone with me. Man, I would have had so much stuff. That boy out there not only in pet.
did he say I went over there to look for her today? Let's go back a little bit. Oh, shoot. I went back too far. Hold on.
Loving home, you know. We love her, and I guess our protection that we was giving her wasn't satisfying her. She wanted the young boy, which she was young too, her age, and his parents, Jimbo and them, was feeding my daughter so much crap, man. And I went over to look at her to see if I can find her today. Man, I should have had my phone with me. Man, I would have had.
Yep. Yep. I bet you that's kind of an admission, wouldn't you say? He went over there, did some recon, shot up some cars. Interesting. Yeah, and he's talking about his daughter in past tense. Past tense.
So much stuff. That boy out there not only in pedophilia, he deals in drugs. Not only does he deal in drugs, I don't know what in the heck you will call what's over there, man. It looks like a compound and everything, man. It's pretty rough looking shit. Let me tell you. Now this boy right here is into something bigger, and I don't think he's just a small time criminal. I really do not. And not only that, he's good at what he does, man. The law don't matter. Like, look, okay, the other night or last night, his vehicles or one of them was supposed to got, I guess shot at or something like that. Well, they come over here looking for me. They come over here. I mean, they went everywhere. They had law everywhere looking for me. I guess that's what they told me today. Because I had my phone off and I was sleeping in my truck. That's how I do it when me and my wife get in an argument. She's been stressed out, man. I can't.
Now, I want you to listen to what he just said. He was sleeping in his truck because him and his wife were fighting. They're under stress. Let me tell you what, if my daughter was missing, the last thing that would be happening is my husband and I fighting, and my husband sleeping out in his semi truck. Okay. So we already know these people are super toxic. We know that the mom has domestic violence charges, dad has drug charges, other has been to prison. Listen to the dysfunction.
Can't continue to see my wife like this. But
Well, I appreciate your wife for actually reaching out because I didn't know. I know who she is now, and I know who you are. I was letting her like, what is these people reaching out? Because I'm getting on messages, and she was like, I heard about you, or it was you on her, and that you heard that I can help you. And I was like, yeah, man, for sure. I didn't know who you all were, but I started talking to you on the phone. When I started talking to you on the phone, I was like, wait a minute, I know this guy, and I know this guy's a good guy.
I appreciate that, buddy. Well, it started out, man, as far like they were telling my kids, look, my mom, this is what Hunter told my kids. Look, my mom and dad were runaways. They know a place where you can go and no one can find you, you know, because we did it, you know, the parents. So Hunter kept telling my kids that. My kids didn't want it. But Casey, one day we had a fight up here at the BP and we was arguing and stuff like that. Me and my wife was arguing because it was stressful, man. I was trying to get my truck fixed and my daughter was nagging at me in my ear about going staying with this boy, and then my wife was nagging at me because she didn't want him to, and she's almost 18-year-old. Yeah, let her go stay on out. You know, it ain't gonna kill her because I trust her. I trust him. No, it ain't nothing like that, man. These people before you, they
They fool you. But let's ask you a question. Somebody said that somebody threw a phone out the window. Said it was you all threw a phone
yeah,
out.
I
So
did.
what?
I sure did. Because all she ever done was stay on that phone. Stayed in her bedroom day in, day out. She had one assignment from graduating school, completing school. One assignment took her 3 days to do it. She stayed in there, laid in there, day in, day out, sleeping, staying up on the phone all night. I mean, they would literally fall asleep talking to each other. He would not let her off the phone because he would keep her on the phone. And every time if they didn't talk for a minute or about 2 hours, if they maybe 2.5 that one day, it wasn't long. If he didn't, cause she didn't call him, oh my God, he was burning my phone up, burning Leslie's phone up, burning her phone up. If her phone died, it was over between them two. But all said and done, I did throw her phone out the window. It was not her mama, it was me. So whoever's saying that, I want to correct that now. She was in the back seat. I had her phone because that's all she would do. Stay on her phone, gripe at her mommy. You don't disrespect your mother, man. That's how I was raised. Okay. So I said, you know what? I'll sell this right now. They ain't no damn body fighting or going to talk to Hunter. I took her phone, slung it out the damn window on the interstate, thinking, you know, because that girl loses her passcodes, everything. She loses her Snapchats. I don't know if she had it. Is that Instagram? Is that what you call it? I think it's what she loses everything, Facebook and all. And I figure, well, if she loses the damn number, she won't contact him at least for a while. Because I had 2.5 months of that I can drill it in her head. Look, dude, you don't understand. These people are not right for you. Okay, well, it didn't work. That night, Jimbo's wife, I don't know her name, but she kept telling my daughter, listen, don't worry, we'll get you back. Give us 2 days tops, we'll have you back. Hunter said, yeah, you'll be back. We'll have you. And I didn't think none of that, man. Well, the next night she was gone, or that night she was gone. I was like, oh my geez, what in the world happened, man? And
So they told you beforehand that they would get her back.
yes.
And then she was gone.
Yes, and we told the law that. We told the law everything. We said, look, her cousin has a thing. But now this is something else. I don't understand this, which this ain't really evidence because it's out in the open. And I want to keep most of the evidence to me because like I said, I don't know who I can trust right now. Does that make sense?
I understand that. But look, after this is over, you and I will schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I got you.
The cousin, right? That's supposed to be holding my daughter. So I went there and searched the house. Well, come to find out, like 2, 3 days later, that's not even his cousin's house, man. It had cameras all the way around it. I mean, everywhere. In the trees behind the house. Look, this dude is not no normal love my kid type shit, you know, man. This guy right here is I don't know what to say that you all want to believe he's in, but I know that he's in some shit that you wouldn't believe it, man. Anyway,
Yeah, I do believe they're hiding their against their wheel. I do.
Well,
because I know how Jimbo control it.
Yeah, and this house is like his, you know, his little deal where he does his little drugging and all that crap. The guy that is supposed to be living there and that cousin don't even live there. They live somewhere else where they're keeping my daughter.
Are you talking about Mike?
Yeah. Look, it's the
people under the stairs. That's the people you kept under the stairs.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a ring going on, man. People don't understand that, and I get it. I know it. I know it for a fact. Man, oh my God, I got to talk to you. But listen, this ain't the bad part. Bad part is when I first met Jimbo or whatever, and I did thought it was weird, and I did tell my wife, and I thought, man, this ain't right. Something ain't right. And then that's whenever it was done too late the next day because she was already gone. But I told my wife, man, because I was over the day before that she left, and I was like. I walked in. He said, "Yeah, man, it's a safe house." And he said, you know what?" He said, "I keep an eye on all my children." Okay, children. Okay, I get it. You know, that's good. Any father would. But he said, "I only got one camera." I was like, "Okay, well, I would have more than that, but one camera, that's good." He said, "It's pointing right directly towards that couch." He says, "That way, when I go to bed, I can watch my children when their boyfriends are over, etc." But what I seen, I was like, man, there's something else up with that camera because there's no way. I was thinking, you know, there's drugs over somewhere and something. And this dude was trying to watch his shit, his stash or whatever. But I don't guess the cops are that smart. But why would you have only one camera facing the damn couch, man? The whole couch. That's it. No other camera in the whole house. That's the only room that I actually went in that day, but he said it's the only camera he's got. Well, I don't know, geez, look, this boy right here, man, he's in us he's in with the law really good. I know that much. The law won't even touch my case. The law won't even open it, and they always give it to the next investigator that's going to be on leave for 3 to 4 days. Now, if that ain't fishy, there ain't nothing fishy. Okay, the same damn cop that has my case come out here the other night and talk to my wife. My wife looked at him and said, "So you come out here and investigate something like that, but you can't come here and investigate my kid missing." He turned around, walked in his vehicle, and sat down and never even opened his head up. Look. And that, you know what the bad part about this?
It's because Jimbo coaches basketball, and he's probably got some of these cops and everything. They're kids that he coaches and stuff. And let me ask you a question. He's disabled. He can't move or anything. How the hell can he coach basketball?
That boy right there he walks everywhere. He's fine. He's disabled and can't move. He might have had surgery, but I mean, he moves just as good as I do. Actually, probably moves better than me. I hurt my foot real bad, you know. When all this first started happening, I was trying to find my daughter. I was in the woods and all that crap, man, trying to find my daughter. And it was like it's a ring. It's not just Jimbo. It's Jimbo with more than one. And
so are they actually spoke to the sheriff, John? Because I spoke to the deputy. And he said they're getting a search warrant for Jimbo's home and electronic devices. That's what they need to do.
Look, they're not even went to so much as go to the damn Walmart, Bojangles, whatever you call it, Taco Bell, and pull a video surveillance showing that my daughter was in the car with his son. The cop said, "If I catch you with her, you're going to jail." That's what he said to her. Okay, evidence. How much evidence you need in a damn video surveillance with time and date on it, stating that you was together on that day, that you was missing 3, 4 days later after you was missing? Oh man, when I went up there and asked Hunter, "Where's my son, dude?" I was crying. I was so mad. I wanted to, you know, but I didn't because I don't know, man, where she is. I gotta know where my daughter is. And he was just smiling. "I don't know where he is. I don't know where she is. I don't know where she is." Motherfucker, you know where my daughter is, man. And it ain't funny. Do I look like I'm laughing? Do I look like I'm smiling? Does it look like this is a laughing matter? He said, no, I love her, man. I've been uh uh crying and everything else over her and this and that. He said, but Jimbo said, my son lays in the bed with me and cry, and he mourns that girl. I said, if he was mourning that damn girl, he'd be out there passing out flowers, you know, them things with their face on it. You'd be out there passing them out, spreading the word. If you love someone bad enough, you'd be out there helping us find her. All the law tells us we can't look for her. Fuck the law. The law. If I love somebody, I'm going out there. I mean, I go through hell for my daughters. You better damn believe that. If I love my wife, I'm going to go through hell for her if I have to. Man, them family does not care or mourn or nothing because that family has her. And I bet you my every $11 I bet you my house. It's a $300,000 home, and I guarantee you that they know exactly where she's at.
After this is over, Frank, WYFT, WLEX, WKYP is going to do an interview with you. Do an interview
Absolutely.
with WKYP.
Yeah.
I'll get you hooked up with that. They're messaging me right now. They're actually messaging me, and we'll probably get that going within the next day. Okay, is that cool?
Hey, I'm ready. I mean, not literally burn his house to the ground, but I'm ready to burn this shit to the ground, man, because that boy's got to go down. If he don't go down, he's going to continue to do it. You understand? He destroys families, man, and he puts it and drills it in the kids' head to let them know, hey, it's okay, run away, man, run away from your mom and dad. Hell yeah.
They tell them that there's a better way for it.
But it's not, man. Because our kids that go with him turn out like that, and when they turn out like that, that's sick. That makes the world. That's not how the world's supposed to be, man. Back in the day, you never heard of people missing much. You never heard of none of this shit because we didn't put up with the shit. Nowadays, we have to put up with it because they're in bed with the law and everything else. Well, guess what? What do we do? They say, let authorities handle it. Let authorities handle it. Let the cops handle it. They're doing their job. Authorities ain't doing a damn thing, man. They ain't in here. That's why I can't pretend on them. Or can't pretend that I even know for a fact because they're not. Man, look, I've cried so much, man, that I can't cry no more. My wife, she's a mourning mother, man. All we wanted to know is if our daughter was safe. That's all we wanted to know. I even said, look, if you tell me where my daughter is and I see with my two eyes that she's safe and she's okay, she can stay where she's at. We don't know where she is. Really? Huh. Funny thing to me is that I know for a fact you know where she is. You've been seen with her. They won't even go pull security cameras. They won't open the first page to my kids missing because
the police told me themselves that they've been spotted on security cameras. I know that for a fact.
And another thing that really irritates me, look, if your kid's missing, now this is how bad I want my kid. Your kid's missing. You would think the law would first go investigate where she was missing, the parents, because that's usually the first damn people they thinking that done it is their parents, right? Come investigate me. Search my damn place, my property. I don't care. You can search my damn place. I don't care what you search. Find my daughter. They ain't even care so much to come over here, man. Look where she was last seen. Now, ain't that pitiful?
That is. Let me ask you a question, brother. Let me turn this off.
That fake brother shit just makes my skin, my toes curl. Like, ugh. Exploited Innocent says this guy sounds like he has been drinking the Kool-Aid a lot longer than one day. Thinks like them. I don't know. Really weird vibes coming from him, in my opinion. Only something is off here. No, I agree. The way he is communicating on this live stream is almost like he's Ernie's younger brother. Like, not Shelby Shell, but he has coaxed him into this concocted narrative.
Me or
everybody? Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
A lot better?
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Good. Okay, so check this out. How long has Hunter been dating your daughter? How long ago?
Well, they was trying to drill it. My wife and well, Casey was trying to tell me they've been together almost a year, but it ain't. It's been about 7.5, 8 months, something like that. Good enough to where I can get. I think I got to know the dude, but he hung around me more than he did her because he was trying to get.
Well, you know, Thelma's on probation right now.
They're all dope heads and they deal in the drugs. I know that for a fact. I got proof of all of it. I don't know where you went there. What the hell happened?
That's all right. He probably lost the link there, Frank. Frank, my name is Charlie. I'm Outlaw Tiger. I'm above your head on the right.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. My name is Charlie. I'm Outlaw Tiger. I just want to say I'm sending you prayers, and we want your daughter home soon.
I do too, man. Look, I'll accept her. I just want to know if she's safe, man.
Yep, I know.
My daughter, man.
I know you do.
It's killed me.
I can feel it. It's all right, bro.
No, it's not, man. I can't get no fucking help from nobody, man. Everybody don't. I mean, they're more worried about some damn car, I guess, got shot up, and they want to blame me for every daggone thing. But they don't worry about my daughter out there. The justice system is all screwed up, man. It's backwards. It helps the people that don't need it and that are out there to get people, but they're not there to help people that need it, man. And what more person needs it than a child? I'm here to protect all children in this world. It don't matter what color, sex, or race. But by George, my children, I will protect them if I can. Evidently, I failed my child because I can't even find her, man. That burns my ass up. I have to look at
Frank,
my
I don't know if you
children
can hear me, but it's a bad connection. We got a bad connection.
Who, me or?
Anybody in chat, just tell Frank, we'll be right back. Frank, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There's Ernie's coming back. You got bad connection.
Your mic's gone. Hold a second. Okay. Is that better, everybody? Can you hear me good, Frank?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, brother. Charlie. Good deal. Charlie had a bad mic or something like that. I don't know. It's been bad out here too. So here's what we're gonna do, Frank. I've just talked to WYMT and WKYT. They're really wanting to pick up this story because of what's going on. This is a continuing pattern, man, with this guy.
Man,
You've been in the house. You've been in the house and you've seen the cameras. You know where all the cameras are at.
Man, look, he's not only got cameras at his house or in his house, they're everywhere, man. And every damn trap house, I call them trap houses. Anything you take a child to and take it somewhere else and move her, that's moving children and sell drugs. But I know he does it all because I got people that bought stuff from the dude, man. Because I had them to do it to see if they done, and I got proof. Not only that it's on their dang camera system, but I got proof. It's that way. And yeah, I know they're all listening on here. You know what? They want the proof. Let them come and get it. They ain't gonna like it. Still there?
So yeah, I'm here. I'm good.
And the bad part about it is, go ahead. And when they blame me for shit, it's always everything. They can fart in the wind, dude, and they'll blame it on me. I wasn't even nowhere around that place when that happened. That's the bad part.
I understand that. So what's going to have to happen? I know you've been put through it. You've been put through it a lot here, especially in the last little bit.
Yeah.
What do you if you could say anything about it and everything? How did where was she really last seen at? I was looking at the newspapers. I was listening to some of the little bit of the news things that was out there on Facebook. But do you know exactly where she might have been at? Exactly where how he got her or something?
Well, I don't. My youngest daughter, she's 6-year-old, and she had made a deal with her. I would trade you spots because my youngest daughter liked sleeping in the room that Casey slept in. She said, "I'll trade you my spot, my bed, and all that if you help me and don't say nothing." Man, look, my daughter she don't rat on people, man, and I love it. She's only 6 years old, man. I teach my kids right way, not no bullshit like they are teaching them. But she give her phone, which she downloaded an app to call. While they was on her way, she gave her 2 grocery bags to put some clothes in. She had my little daughter covered the camera up with her hand while she run outside. Then my daughter stayed in there towards my room, opened the crack set for 3 hours or for a long time, she said. She told me what time she went to bed when I got up. If that was the case, then 2-3 hours somewhere in that neighborhood. About 3-4 o'clock, because I always get up early. And she sat there and made sure that we was asleep the whole time she was gone. Now she's a trooper, boy. She loves her sisters. But I gave the phone that she contacted with that guy. I gave the laptop that she has in her room. That way she, when her phone dies, she picks her laptop up and starts talking to him. Then she falls asleep. Lets that guy watch her fall asleep, and she sleep all night with that guy with a camera. And Hunter's laying there asleep watching Mike, but it's not Hunter laying there because the camera don't even show Hunter. So I think it's Jim Bob sitting there watching my daggone girl sleep, man. Swear I do. But when they left, it was Hunter now picked her up down here. My daughter said he seen Hunter right down here at the apple tree. It ain't that far. Then they ran over the hill and got in the car and left. Hell, I told the cops, the people, they already come investigate here. Start here. Start right here. Search all the woods. Search everywhere you want to search. Move directly towards where he's at and question him. Look, if you get Hunter in a daggone cell and question him, he's going to speak. And if he speaks, unless he's solid, look, somebody knows where my daughter is. I know it's in that family. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I know. I've done so much surveillance, man. I know for a fact it's in there. I ain't gonna lie. I done told a lot of it. I camped out in the woods, which is pitch black. I laid on the ground. I surveilled, night vision, everything, man. I know my daughter's there. I know it.
Are you talking about the place over there? Where where that old little flea market stand used to be at? You go up that road there.
Flea market stand.
Sunside Drive or whatever.
No, we sat over at them apartments one night, and
that's what I'm talking about. Those apartments. It's right across the road there. They're white, right? Big white building, 2 buildings, and they're on the top floor, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, they're supposed to be in that house right there on the corner that has all the cameras all the way around it, all the way around. A bunch of cameras, night vision and everything. Okay, right. I sat over at them apartments and watch them. It's pitch black. Nobody lives in that house. I sit there day in, day out. Nobody goes to that house. Nobody lives in that house. It's a decoy.
So did you know that they already hid one girl? I don't know if it's the same girl or not. They hid another one. They was harboring a young girl there, and it was the night that Thelma got in trouble with the jail for writing bad checks.
I heard about that, but what gets me is how come she can continue to do this and never get investigated for it?
Well, what it is, they have connections with police because where he's a coach in the school system. That's the first thing that needs to be done. They don't need a pedophile in the coach in the school systems.
There's more than one they got connections with. It ain't just one. It's more than one, because if it was just one, then my case would at least.
All right, hold up. Wait a minute. Everybody better be listening up. Yeah, a decoy house. Just like Ernie's decoy phones and decoy. Okay, listen. So the house that they're living in right now on New Salem Road in London, Kentucky, they just bought that house for $10,000, and it is registered that it was a sale between family members. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! shit. Okay, listen. So this house that they purchased from a family member for $10,000, and it's valued at $150,000, not $300,000 like Frank said. And what I'm reading right now, I can absolutely verify, because when looking up Frank Brummett, he resided on Hubbard Road. Okay. Guess who lived with them? Bobby Ray Rogers, a fucking sex offender. His birth date is August 17th, 1976. He is Caucasian, 6'2", 200 pounds. He was originally sentenced in the state of Indiana. Okay, 2 counts of incest. 2 counts of incest. He is known as Bobby Rogers, Bobby R. Rogers, Bobby Ray J. Rogers, Bobby Ray Jason Rogers. And guess where he was living? Guess where he was residing? With Frank and Leslie Brummett at their Hubbard Road address, where they resided prior to buying the New Salem Road home for $10,000 last year. He is from Indiana, and he got his shit transferred to London, Kentucky. This is Bobby Ray Rogers. Under the same roof as Casey. Move in, offender from Indiana, original convictions for child molesting, 2 counts, incest, Indiana convictions. Huh. He resided with them at their Mount Hubbard Road address. The dad already gave me, and I'm gonna, I guess, act like everybody else in the tragedy pimpery zone. The dad already gave me Kid Diddler vibes. But this man on parole in Indiana was approved to move in with Frank and Leslie Brummett. Isn't that interesting? Nobody can find this little girl. Nobody can find this little girl. That's not the father. This guy gives off 1900% pedo vibes. Just looking at him. 6'2", 200 pounds, green eyes, lifetime registrant due to the veracity of the child sexual abuse. All right. So, listen, I got my handy dandy notebook out. Okay. I got page 1. Oops, that was page 2. I got page 1. The shit dad's saying, page 2. Now I'm going to add Bobby Rogers to this. All right, let's get back to it. Something's not right here, you guys. Something is not right.
Turn open to open it up to read it. They didn't even know how old my daughter was when they came here. That one guy did because he put his head down, walked back to his SUV, and didn't say another word. It's more than one cop in that sheriff station. I wouldn't put it past Ben John Root, to be honest with you. But I ain't saying it because I don't know. I don't know nothing for a fact on that. Because you can't see, it's hard to surveil a police officer, man. You can't hardly do that. Look, I'm just a grieving father that wants his child back. That's all I want. She has 2 months. She's gone. Give me my 2 months with my girl.
Is it true? Is it true that a welfare check was done? Did you all refuse law enforcement or anything?
They come out here. I took off in the vehicle. My wife called 911. It wasn't a welfare check. They was coming out to get my wife to bring her home. We were arguing. My wife got brought home. The cops come in, walked around. We looked in every bedroom, the kids, all that, to see if I was here, so I wouldn't argue with her. Looked in the truck, everywhere. It wasn't a welfare check. It was a look to see if I was here because we was arguing. That's what it was. And no, we would have never refused a welfare check. Matter of fact, if they come here right this second, hey, come on in, go search whatever you want to. As long as they're going to be out there find my daughter, I don't care what they do. Sure, mate. Absolutely.
You contacted the state police also, right?
Yes, and we tried to get a hold of the FBI, and we couldn't really get a hold of them. That's the hardest people to get a hold of. But the state police said they couldn't do nothing about it because the case is open and the sheriff is handling it. The sheriff department's got the case.
Because one agency already has it, they won't interfere with the other agency's investigation.
Right. And
exactly.
The sheriff station won't give it up. Won't release it to no one else and they got my daughter's computer, my other daughter's cell phone. And that one investigator with it said, well, they probably having trouble opening it up. I was like, well, one of my kids will come here and, give them the password if they want it. I mean, it's not that hard. And they got science for forensic science people, I guess, that's good at that crap. Now, they ain't having trouble opening up a $17-year-old computer. They don't know hardly nothing about computers. I know better than that. I call bullshit. Like a little kid. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I know. I'm probably going to I'm already watching my house at night. And I'm probably going to have to continue to watch it. Now, I'm probably going to have to watch out for the cops to come to and put charges on me that ain't here. They're going to hit me hard. So, it's out there, man. I don't care. I want my daughter found. You find my daughter, you can bury me 6 foot under. I don't care. I want my daughter found. They ain't doing their job. They ain't doing what they're supposed to do. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Hey, Ernie, we can't hear you, Ernie.
Or I can hear the tiger guy.
Yeah, I can hear you, Frank. Ernie, we can't hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, I see all this negativity over here, man. They just want to rumble.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get rid of it for you, but
yeah, I'm not jabbing.
Well, I believe that.
Truth. I'm telling what
I believe you.
They can call me whatever they want to. I don't even look at that. I want my daughter found.
Yeah, don't. I believe you.
Whatever it takes. I would do whatever it took to protect any child in this world. Any child.
You're being very truthful. I can feel it. Definitely, without a doubt.
Love children, man. My dad always loved children, and not in a bad way. Like they love children. I love children. That's what we're for. We're men. Men protect children and women. They, nurse women, all that. Man, this world's screwed up, man.
Exactly. You're right.
And I want to help every way I can, man. Any way I can. You got another case after this? I want to help, man. If it's a child that's missing, I want to help. I don't care.
Yep. I hear you, bro.
There's too many of them, man. Too many of them got missing in this world, and I never would.
Yeah, Ernie was saying the other night that a child is missing every 40 seconds. That's crazy.
That is. I didn't know that. I know you go to Walmart, you see all these missing children up there, and
yeah.
day out. none of them get taken down, but a lot of more get put back up. And I'm
Yeah.
First 2 days, I didn't really hit me that hard. I thought it was
Yeah.
close thing off the back.
I know.
Been back a couple days now, 9 days, and a cop can't even find me. And I
Frank, there's a question in chat. They're asking Frank, have you ever done this before? Have you ever ran away before?
She's never stayed nowhere no more than 2 to 3 nights at a time. And then she got homesick.
Okay.
She was ready to come home. And we
All
couldn't
right.
find her. And she was so picky. Her clothes has to be perfect. I mean, and I made sure that if she wanted it, she would get it. If she needed it, you know. You ain't supposed to give kids everything they want. You give them what they
Right.
need. Mainly
Right.
that way they know that they have to earn stuff, you know.
Yes, sir.
Everything ain't given to them. I didn't get nothing given to me when I was growing up. I was lucky to get a
Nah.
bicycle my whole childhood.
Yeah. I had to build my own bicycle.
Yeah, parts that was 4 or 5
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
With the banana seat on, you can't forget
Hey,
that.
yeah, you got the banana seat and the handlebars.
Yeah, you got that right. And nowadays, man, these kids think that you should everything that comes out. It don't matter.
Yeah.
If they want it, they should get it. If they don't get it, you're a bad parent. And these
Yeah,
other parents that are for the runaways and crap, they're giving a bad run. It's because they are good and okay with children run away from home to a worse place off than they were when they was.
I used to get I used to get sneakers that were Converse All Stars, and they were $9 a set.
Dang, man.
Yeah. Now they're paying $150 for sneakers.
Yeah, and that's not only that, man. They're same quality. Actually, they're better quality back then because they handmade them more.
Yeah. Chuck Taylor All Stars were the best sneakers around.
Yeah. I don't think
Charlie doesn't have any kids. Yeah, I took that down, Casey. Charlie doesn't have any kids, and 150 for a pair of tennis shoes ain't shit. I just spent 170 on Birkenstock clogs, my man. Those are clogs. Good basketball shoes are $250 to $500. You can tell you've never had a basketball player or a child.
100% protect and get this country back on track. But that is the best way to start about it, and I can't wait, man. But it looks like he's losing to Kamala Harris and all that, and that's gonna be worse for all of us, man. But I've grieved, man.
Something's wrong with your mic, Frank. I can't hear you. Are you
Can you hear me? No.
I just fixed your mic. It should be good. Everybody hear me? Am I clear, Charlie?
10-4.
Yes, seriously, it's at that. This is at that. I can't hear you, Frank.
Okay, Charlie,
I can't hear you either.
I can hear him. I'm good. Hold on a minute. Hey, Charlie, can you hear everybody? Charlie, hold on a second. I see what the hell's going on. Man, I tell you, that's why these are crazy. Charlie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Where'd that come from?
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, or orange or yellow tomato. That's Daddy's favorite. So look, I'm gonna show you something. See these kids? Am I a bad dad? Was I a bad dad to Casey? And I ain't saying a word to them. Answer them.
No.
Seriously, am I a bad dad to you all?
No.
Look, I love my children, man.
Hey, little buddy. Hey, I got kids. Hey, look, I got kids in here too, man. That I've been, taking in part and doing things with, and having to do things like what we'll talk about here. That I'm gonna help you with. I'm gonna help you. But I've already got you set up with WYMT, WKYT, and W.
And yet Ern didn't actually have him set up with anybody, but Ernie's saying that Ernie, you abandoned Jeremy, your only fucking child. Sit down.
Orange or yellow tomato. That's Daddy's favorite. So look, I'm gonna show you something. See these kids? Am I a bad dad? Was I a bad dad to Casey? And I ain't saying a word to them. Answer them.
No.
Seriously, am I a bad dad to you all?
No.
Look, I love my children, man. With
Hey,
everything.
little buddy. Hey, I got kids. Hey, look, I got kids in here too, man, that I've been, taking in part and doing things with, and having to do things like what we'll talk about here that I'm gonna help you with. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. But I've already got you set up with WYMT, WKYT, and WLEX. It's gonna work, brother, because you got to get your story out there. You got to let these people know who that man is and what he does. You got to let them know.
I'm going to, man. And look, behind his house, dude, it's not no normal house. I mean, the house is normal. It's a normal family house, except for the dang on camera pointing right at the couch watching his kids or whatever kid comes over. That's sick. Look, I ain't got a camera in my house. I don't need one because I trust my kids. I thought I could. But,
when you said what you said about the cameras, that right there, man, that's normal person don't have that.
No, and he said, I'll make sure I watch it.
Now, Pink Warrior, I have asked my children because I was there as a parent, and I've said, am I a bad mom? And if so, if there's anything I'm doing that hurts you or makes you feel like I'm not doing a good job, please tell me, because I am constantly going to ask for feedback if I'm fucking up. So it's not always the thing, because I didn't have a parent that modeled good behavior. So I had a lot of insecurities as a parent when I was a younger parent. I'm an older parent now, so now I know I'm a good parent. Does that make sense? Oh, we same. We have cameras everywhere. Why? Because of people like fucking Ernie and Frank and Charlie. That's why. And Jamie and AC and Tonic and Isaac and all of that. Yeah. I know.
Your kid. Yeah, you're gonna watch my kid, all right. I mean, I don't know where she is. She won't even reach out. This is not her. She's never would ever done this if it wasn't for that boy to drill it in her head, and that mom and dad drilling her head. Hey, just run away. We got you a place. And guess what? Let me tell you another thing. This is the worst thing of it all that bites the cake. The mom, the dad, the son, Hunter, sat right down and told my kids. Well, I know Hunter and my other two kids talked about, if you want a place to run away, we'll get you there. We got a place where you can hide at. Well, every house that we searched is pretty much more or less a house with cameras all the way around it. Like they can see people come, they see people go. Okay, you walk in these houses look livable, looks legit, but you ever walk into an old house and you smell that musty smell like no one lives there. It's just an old house. That's what every one of them houses smell like, except for
yeah. I know. Like what when you mentioned it earlier in the live, you was talking about your daughter not never doing that. Let me ask you a question. Did she take any clothes, makeup, or anything with her? Anything?
I don't know about makeup, but I do know she took 2 bags. Well, Sissy says she took 2 yellow bags, which is the dollar store bags of grocery bags full of clothes or clothes in them, and that's all I know.
Well, I got a friend that's a U.S. Marshal. He's a retired U.S. Marshal, actually, really, really good friend of mine, and he's taking notice of this case as well. He's probably in the chat. I don't know if he's in the chat, but I think he's in the chat right now because he's sitting here texting me. Okay. What we need to do after these news interviews get out there, because we need to put this out, because these people will help you. I've got the AFF, I've got American Freedom Fighter, the militia, everything under me. I can get you help. I can get you the right kind of help. You know what I'm saying, brother? Old school, the hell with it, old school. We need to put people at that damn house. That way, if something does happen and your daughter's brought in and out and being trafficked, we're going to know. We're going to know because people are going to be there. We're going to have damn picket lines set.
I know for a fact that's happening, and it ain't just my daughter. Look, if he can do my daughter that easy like that, Imagine these 16-year-olds that just want to go somewhere. Well, yeah, they want to go places to get away from home. Where do they end up at? How come they've never been found? None of them. I mean, don't that make anybody wonder? I mean, it does us because we're all on here, but does it make anybody else wonder? My daughter and the other kid was not the first ones that he's done this to, and it's not going to be the last.
To be honest with you, Frank, I don't think other people care. I'm just being honest with you.
You don't think other people can hear?
I don't think other people can hear. They don't listen. They don't listen.
No,
They don't
want to, man.
Exactly. They don't care.
Yeah, because they pick one person, that one person gets their trust, and they believe what they say. And when they believe what they say, the hell with the truth, the hell with what's really going on. Even though I'm sitting here looking at it in front of my eyes, it ain't happening.
I hear you.
People can be so conceiving, so conniving that, and I've learned this. I can study people real good, but I failed on him. Man, when he was trying, he was a kid. And
I used to watch him on YouTube, and I got just a bad feeling from him. A bad feeling.
Well, Hoss, Denver, Everso, and all them used to fight for this dude back in the day, I guess. That's what he said. And Hoss, I called Hoss because he said he knew him real good, that the Eversos made him a lot of money, because I used to fight over it too. But man, if the Eversos knew he was doing this, the Everso would have been whooping his ass and not been whooping the other guy's ass. I promise you that.
Well, I hope so. I would like to see that.
But you every time you even look at him the wrong way, man, his wife, I call that law. We'll call him. They ain't gonna do me no damn good.
I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, so you call them, maybe they'll come over and do something. You know?
Yeah.
They call them one time. One time's all it takes. They're here at my house doing whatever. We have to be at the police station day in, day out. Put the story out there. And I mean, yeah, the news has had it, but they only put on their possible runaway. That's all they would ever put. If you see her, call 911. No, man. Yeah. And LEX 18 said, would you be interested in an interview? I was like, yeah. They said, well, if we can make it happen, we will. We ain't making no promises.
Well, you got to watch his last live. How he focused it all on me coming to Kentucky, right? Because he knows I will find your daughter, bro. If I can do it, I'll do it. I'll do whatever I can to do.
We can, and I know we can. My problem is I got family that has helped me, man. Look, I mean, God, they have had my back 110% on all this, and my wife's and my kids. They have, loved us like a family should, and they've helped us search for them. But a family can do it, but they can only do so much because they know our family, they know our vehicles, they see them, they quit everything. We just need people that they may know, people they may not know. We don't know, but we need something, and I believe we can get to the bottom of this.
Those burner phones Jimbo has need to be searched.
Yeah,
they need to go to ICAP. They need to go to Internet Crimes Against Children. They need to go to ICAP.
I sure hope he ain't throwing them away since you said that.
It don't matter. It don't matter if they are.
I hope and pray they don't.
His internet service will pick a Wi-Fi and stuff up.
Yeah, not only
all that. It'll pick up the ping anyways.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, there's my daughter's last thing she was on, and here's the laptop. I know that you got tech wizards that can find anything on there you've ever deleted. I know that for a fact, Jack. So why didn't they do it? Why won't they do it? Because, well, pat my back, I pat yours. What they say to them, not to me. When I need you, you're never there. But when I don't need you, you're pulling me over because I'm going 5 miles over and you're putting handcuffs on me. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense, man. And I'm sure they're going to pull me over every day now. I don't care. Let them pull me over. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Is Ocean Lover in the chat? Right now?
I think she was talking. She was talking before. I don't know if she's still in here.
If Ocean Lover, I want you to listen to her story, what Jimbo done to her. And she admitted it.
Hopefully.
A lot of people.
For my daughter then.
Does he have connections out of state to somewhere you know?
I don't know. They were from out of state, I reckon. I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm saying they're so secretive, but they were so open. They act like they were open on all the questions that you really want to ask and had answers to all the questions. But now, man, I hope and pray to God that nothing has happened to my child.
I do too. I
And
really do.
she won't even reach out to tell me
And
she's
that's not
okay.
like your daughter, right?
No, she's been away from home no more than 2 days. Well, about a day and a half, 2 days tops. She got homesick. She wanted to come back home. Well, good. Daddy, mommy will come and get you. We always came and got them. Well, guess what? She took 9 days. I ain't got a phone call. I ain't got nothing to let me know she's okay. I don't know nothing where she is or nothing. I have searched Corbin, London. We've even searched around here just to make us feel better that we just searched around here. You know what?
Right. Yep.
And nothing's turned out. Not even a breadcrumb trail. Like I would think she would leave a trail. Nothing.
Hey Frank, do you
Unreal.
think she's? Can you read OJ? Can you see these questions that's coming up?
Yeah, they're moving kind of fast. You talking about the blue one here?
Yeah.
No, she didn't know what drugs was. The only thing she's ever done before, and this was years, like a couple years ago, 3 years ago, when Trinity, her niece, was coming in, and I was raising 2 nieces that they're my wife's sister's kids. Well, she always did a vape pen thing. You know what I'm talking about? Well, my 2 of my daughters hit it. My 2 others, man, I flipped crap. I was like, look, y'all don't do that. I done everything but whip their ass. I probably should have, but I didn't. But they didn't do it no more. That was it that I know of. But drugs, no. Not even a Tylenol. You couldn't even get Casey to take a Tylenol for a headache. Not a Tylenol for a headache or nothing.
But that's not saying that she's not being drugged against her will either.
Right.
So,
And you would think a drug addict, kid, teen, yeah, I would be more okay.
This is the man who resided at the brunette's house. Brunettes, whatever their fucking last name is. An actual fucking sex offender. Right here. This is the guy. Move-in offender from Indiana. Original convictions for child molestation. 2 counts incest. Indiana conviction. This man was living in their home. This man was living in Frank and Leslie's home. He transferred in from Indiana. Hey, Frank and Leslie, where's Bobby Boy?
But my daughter don't know nothing about drugs.
right.
Except for a vape pen. That was 2-3 years ago. This woman right here, honey, look, Jimbo done weird things. I'll tell you later, okay? It was bad. But yeah, my wife, she just don't want to, she don't like the attention, but she wants it out there. And I'm trying to be there I'm trying to be both of us right now.
So where was she seen last by public? Like by somebody else?
Leslie, where was she last seen in public? Which one was last? That was Taco Bell, Bojangles, or Bojangles. Well, on security camera because they got security footage. Walmart's got security footage. That was 2 days after the cop told him, if I catch you with her, you're going to go to jail. Okay, she was up walking all around with him. Why won't you go look at it?
So that was last time she's seen on camera or by anybody in the public, right?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
No, she's never been on vacation with Colin. She did ask me if she can go to Florida on vacation. I absolutely told her no. She is not leaving the state. I was like, you want to go leave the state with whatever? You do it when you're 18. But as long as you're with me, no. I want to make sure I can protect you. And I failed my kid, man. God, you don't know how bad it hurts.
Dallas, I am muted.
He told me that they work for what's it called, Amazon. They'll get packages and deliver them. And I was telling Leslie the other day, I was like, what better cover up than to do that? You get the surveil, look at all these girls, if that's what they're doing. They get the deliver drugs, just tape a package to a package, deliver it to where you're going. You know, it's undercover drug dealing is what it is, man. And I'm telling you, it's working like a charm because they ain't got caught yet. But it's at Amazon. They load packages in her trunk and go and, you know, just
Let me ask you a question. Do you happen to know Jimbo's doctor, the one he gets his drugs from, that prescribes the MRIs to people and does all that?
I just know the daughter that drives the red vehicle. He's got two daughters, right? The 15-year-old and the older one. That's the only ones I know.
We're going to have a sit-down meeting and a meetup, and we'll do it with the news and everything, media out present, not us, just us, no media. And that way we can get down to the bottom of this. Is that cool, Frank?
Yes, because I got a lot more that I'm going to say and tell you, but I can't.
I know you do, brother. I know you do, brother. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. I've got a ranger from the American Freedom Fighters. He's actually, he's a pretty badass, man, and we've got a team together. We've got all that we need, brother, and I trust you. Just got to trust me on it. Thank you, brother.
I don't have much to give right now, man. I give everything I got so far, and I'm still giving, man. I ain't got nothing to give, and I'm still giving. I'm pawning the crap. I mean, I just want my daughter home, man. I don't know what to do no more. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to lose everything I got just because my one daughter wanted to act crazy one day. What are you doing? It's okay. It's okay. I know. Daddy don't cry.
I say you all spend a lot of money on them flyers. I've seen a lot of flyers that's going around. Are there anything that I can help you with? How can we help you? Because I want to help you. And there's a lot of people in chat that want to help you.
I know.
So how do we do that, brother? I mean, Cash App, PayPal. I mean, do you have anything we could put up or that I could get to you some way?
I thought I can accept help from people, man. I don't know how they accept help from people, dude. I've never done this before. I've never had to go do this before. Man, I've always worked and protected and provided.
What I can do is, if you can't do it, I can get it and accept it and give it to you or whatever, because I can cash it out and say, hey, look, here's what they want to do. They want to do this much for posters. I mean, I've got people in the RNC that's backing me now. I got people who is helping me with these missing kids cases, and I can turn them on to you and help you out as well. And they'll give you the picket line stuff. They'll give you the stuff you need. They'll give you the manpower. We'll sit there and picket line. We'll set a picket line up or a protest around the damn house, and ain't nobody gets through till you find your daughter.
Amen to that. Yes. I've done that. I stopped in the middle of the street one time and asking people, do you know this girl? You know this girl? A lot of people be like, I don't want to look at it. I'm like, well, okay, but please, man, if you see her, call 911. And I 3 days I was doing that. And then I was like, hang on, I can't do it out here no more. So I went undercover, man. And when I get done, I get my daughter back safe. I know she's safe in my arm. If there's any more children out there in this world that's missing, man, I'll be more than glad to help you. I honestly think that's what I've been called to do from God, is to protect children, man. And I failed him, you know. You don't know how bad that feels.
What is her friend saying about all this now? If you
she don't have no contact with none of her friends. That's weird, man. She cut all ties to everybody she knew, period. The only people she talks to, I guess, or supposedly, is him, his family. That's it.
So where's Hunter? What does Hunter say they did after Taco Bell or wherever they were last seen?
He said, I don't know where she is. I ain't seen her since she disappeared.
She's disappeared?
That's what she said. That's what he said. He said, I've not seen her since she has disappeared. He said,
Did you know that Jimbo had a YouTube channel and he has not showed your daughter any? He wouldn't because the son's in the picture.
Really?
Yeah. Jimbo's got his own YouTube channel called The Stand.
Well, see, I know he has some kind of YouTube channel thing, and he was supposed to be giving.
And he's been posting about you.
I want you to listen to this real quickly. He says, no contact with friends, cut all friends off, which of course he tossed the phone, and then did he say she's with family? Listen
Spend
to
a lot of
this.
money on them flyers. I've seen a lot of flyers that's going around. Are there anything that I can help you with? How can we help you? Because I want to help you. And there's a lot of people in chat that want to help
I know.
you. So
man.
how do we do that, brother? I mean, Cash App, PayPal. I mean, do you have anything we can put up or that I can get to you some way?
I brother can't accept help from people, man. I don't know how they accept help from people, dude. I've never done this before. I've never had to go through this before. I have always worked and protected and
Well,
provided.
what I can do is, if you can't do it, I can get it and accept it and give it to you or whatever, because I can cash it out and say, hey, look, here's what they want to do. They want to do this much for posters. I mean, I've got people in the RNC that's backing me now. I got people who is helping me with these missing kids cases, and I can turn them on to you and help you out as well. And they'll give you the picket line stuff. They'll give you the stuff you need. They'll give you the manpower. We'll sit there and picket line. We'll set a picket line up or a protest around the damn house, and ain't nobody gets through till you find your daughter.
Amen to that. Yes. I've done that. I stopped in the middle of the street one time and asking people, do you know this girl? You know this girl. A lot of people be like, I don't want to look at it. I'm like, well, okay, but please, man, if you see her, call 911. And I 3 days I was doing that. And then I was like, dang on, I can't do it out here no more. So I went undercover, man. And when I get done, I get my daughter back safe. I know she's safe in my arm. If there's any more children out there in this world that's missing, man, I'll be more than glad to help you. I honestly think that's what I've been called to do from God, is to protect children, man. And I failed him, you know. You don't know how bad that feels.
What is her friend saying about all this now? If you
She don't have no contact with none of her friends. That's weird, man. She cut all ties to everybody she knew, period. The only people she talks to, I guess, or supposedly, is him, his family. That's it.
So where's Hunter? What does Hunter say they did after Taco Bell or wherever they were last
They
seen?
said no. He said, I don't know where she is. I ain't seen her since she disappeared.
She's disappeared?
That's what she said. That's what he said. He said, I've not seen her since she has disappeared. He said,
Did you know that Jimbo had a YouTube channel and he has not showed your daughter any? He wouldn't because the son's in the picture.
Really?
Yeah, Jimbo's got his own YouTube channel called The Stand.
Well, see, I know he has some kind of YouTube channel thing, and it was supposed to be given.
And he's been posting about you, you know, the mother and all that, and he's been degrading you.
Dude, they can degrade me down to my core. They can degrade me down to my last dying breath. I am not giving up. I want them to close their eyes knowing that I'm over top of them watching them. I don't care, man. I want my daughter. I ain't giving up, not giving in, and I'm not quitting.
So my question is, did he say she just got out of the car? Like, where did she go? People don't just disappear.
That's what I'm saying. My daughter said that Hunter helped her get her stuff from the apple tree and down to the car, and she seen headlights backing out and leaving. She said she seen Hunter. And I'm not, man, look, she's been seen with Hunter, spotted with Hunter by multiple people. And I asked, how hard is it to turn that camera around and take a picture? Or at least tell me right then, not wait the next day and tell me, hey, I seen her yesterday. No, man, I want to see her now. And the people that's saying that, I ain't saying that they're in bed with them, but I'm saying that anybody's gonna see a missing child is definitely gonna take a picture of it. That way they can get a mental, they know for a fact that
right
child.
Absolutely.
And
I need help, audience. Did he just say I haven't seen them in bed together? Did that father just say that? Yes or no? Okay, that's yes for Christy. Did this guy just say I have not seen them in bed together? Okay, Joe did. All right, thank you. All right, just want to make sure I'm taking notes.
They don't do that, but I understand the Walmart part because they got cameras everywhere. I understand Taco Bell and Bojangles, but still, yeah, they should take a picture. I agree with that.
But nothing solid, and there's been no leads, and there's been no searches yet for her.
my family, we have searched everywhere. We have put damn things out. I've camped out in the woods. I couldn't tell you how many days, man. It's they
But
got
law
it.
enforcement, nobody's helping like law enforcement or that yet, like
Yeah, we done
brown
all that.
churches.
But no, they won't do it. They won't even open the first thing, the big thick part where it gets inside to where the cover is. You know, you go.
Because she is 2 months from 18. That's why, dumb
Cover,
fuck.
and there's my daughter's case. They ain't done that yet. They got laptops, cell phones for my daughter. Didn't even open them up to even try to break into them. You don't got to break into them. One of these kids
Wait. He says they have my daughter's laptop and cell phone. But he said he threw the cell phone out the window. Whoa. The math ain't mathin', but the meth is definitely methin'.
It's easy. You call us from up.
Yes, law enforcement did get the footage from Walmart. That is secured right now.
Okay, good. Now
That's
listen.
good.
So that was told to me today.
Okay, well, I didn't see it. They won't tell me nothing. And look, when your child missing, they will suspect the parents. They will come search the parents, correct?
Yep.
They ain't even done that. I beg them to come and do it. I want them to.
That's crazy.
I want them to go get my daughter, man. If they don't get them, I'm going to.
All right, guys. Let's do a quick rundown because I think we still have another hour or so. Now, if I am incorrect, please, by all fucking means, correct me. These are just my notes. All right. This man, the father, he states from the get-go that family is hiding Casey. Okay, that's not the first time you're going to hear that. He then refers to Casey in past tense. He claims that Hunter is on drugs. Ernie claims to know Frank, the father. When I say Frank here, this is not my husband. You dig? He then says he trusts Hunter. Frank then claims he threw his daughter's phone out of the car window because she disrespected her mother. Refers to Casey in the past tense again. That night, she was gone. Says, anyways, a lot just like Ernie. Father doesn't sound very upset during any of this. Ernie claims there is a warrant for Jimbo, which that's not true. Allegedly, Casey and Hunter were seen at Walmart, Taco Bell, and Bojangles. None of this is accurate. He says he mourns that girl. Mourning means that somebody died. He mourns that girl and wants to know why Hunter isn't passing out flyers and flowers. He also says, fuck the law. He also lied and said he has a $300,000 house, and that house was sold to him by a family member for $10,000 last year with an estimated value of $150,000. Sounds kind of like Ernie with the grandiosity, right? He says he's ready to burn down Jimbo's house. Frank was only worried about talking shit on the internet. He then says that his wife is a mourning mother. Page 2. Knows for a fact that Casey is with Hunter. Not true. How long were they dating? He says about a year, 8 months. So I don't know how long these two kids have been dating. I just don't. He knows Thelma and Jimbo deals drugs for a fact. Oh, this guy's just like Dunwell's. Frank also says he is here to protect all children. Sounds like Ernie. He says the house has cameras everywhere. So does mine. So does mine, Frank. It's because of criminals like you and Ernie. Oh, I did miss a page. Hold on. I knew I was going to do that. Maybe I didn't. Okay, nope. Frank is here to protect all of the children, you guys. Ernie talks about all of the Kentucky news stations, which we have reached out to, and they're absolutely not interviewing Ernie. We've already talked about the house cameras everywhere. Frank says he doesn't, when he was asked the last time that his daughter was seen, he goes off on a different storyline like Ernie. He talks about his house. Again, this house is only 2 bedrooms. There's only 2 bedrooms in this house. She has brothers and sisters, which then makes sense why she spoke to her sister and said, I'll trade you spots on the bed, not the room, in the bed. Then Frank says there was only 1 camera and then changes it to lots of cameras. So he can't make up his mind here. He then makes a claim that Jimbo was watching his 6-year-old daughter sleep via laptop. Also not true. He talks about his daughter being picked up by an apple tree in a pickup. There is a very high probability that a sex offender may reside there in that house, which we just showed you Bobby Rogers. Frank also says, I camped out in the woods and surveilled a decoy house. Not sure what a decoy house is, but Ernie has decoy phones and laptops. He did lie about the welfare check, that it didn't happen. It was actually because of a domestic violence happening in the house, and they most certainly did not let anybody into the house. He says that the police have a cell phone and a laptop. I'm not sure whose cell phone, since he admitted to throwing Casey's cell phone out of the truck window onto I-75. He then makes a statement of, the police are gonna hit me hard. Why would the police hit you hard if your daughter's a runaway? He then tells Ernie, if you have a missing kids case after this, I wanna help. He then brings his kids up on camera and says, was I a bad dad to Casey? Was I a bad dad to you? Those kids aren't going to answer that truthfully. Ernie says, I've got kids I've been doing things with. What kind of things, Ernie? Ernie then said, or no, I'm sorry, Frank then says, this is not the first child Jimbo has done this to. You said you didn't know Jimbo or Thelma. Frank is worried about being arrested. And when I say Frank, it ain't my Frank, it's Casey Brummett's father, Frank. Frank then brings up the fact that Jimbo has burner phones that need to be searched. I've never heard of Jimbo having burner phones. He says, my daughter won't reach out to me. Well, how can she? You tossed her phone. Most kids have cell phone memory, bro. They're not like us where we had to remember numbers because we had to use landlines or payphones. He also admitted to that he whipped her ass, may have gone too far. He says, my daughter knows nothing about drugs aside from a weak vape pens from a few years ago. Yeah, 2 bedrooms with 4 kids. The father really doesn't know the last time that he saw Casey. He keeps saying Walmart, Taco Bell, and Bojangles and his house. He also claimed that she was staying with family. This guy doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He also says, I failed my kids. He also accuses Jimbo of undercover drug dealing with Amazon. Sounds like Ernie, doesn't it? Ernie's gonna make sure they sit down with the media. That ain't happening. Ernie also claims that he is working with a ranger from American Freedom Fighters. They are gonna help Frank. Ernie asks about flyers. How can we help you? Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. And Ernie says, I will take donations for you. The RNC is backing him. We can get flowers, man. When asked about her friends, Casey's friends, the father says, no contact with friends cut off. You took her phone and you tossed it out of a window. How is she supposed to have contact with her friends? And then says she's with family. Ernie discusses protesting in front of Jimbo's house. We've heard this before. He was going to protest in front of Michigan State University. Continues to mention Jimbo. And then Frank says, I'm over top of them, watching them, referring to Jimbo. So that tells me he's still in the woods. And then he indicts Hunter again. Ocean Liar asks a question and says, I haven't seen them in bed together. They don't do that. Now, if you fast forward a few in this, and I'm not going to continue, Ernie says, is there a chance she could be pregnant? He talks about Bojangles again. He then says he's camped out in the woods and the police have my laptop and my daughter's cell phone. Something's weird about this. Something's weird. There's some serious fuckery afoot. He trusts Hunter, then he doesn't. We need to stay on this. I'm not gonna lie. I even hate to do this. It's weird, it's grimy for me, but he has mentioned Bodangles since the very beginning through almost the end. Yeah, why didn't they take Hunter's cell phone? I hate to speak my own hypothesis on what happened, but I'm going to. I think the mom was physically assaulting her daughter. The dad may have gotten involved. I think it went overboard. There's a possibility she was hurt to the point of no return. There's no surveillance videos that the police can corroborate from any of the establishment that the father keeps talking about, Bojangles, Taco Bell, and Walmart. We have a sex offender that was living with them. They continued to say they were grieving and mourning, which would infer that there was a death. Again, these aren't high IQ motherfuckers, but based on the father's behavior last night and the crotch goblin cash app, there's a good chance, allegedly, that dude, there's a good chance that this little girl was killed. And that's why he's like, why isn't Hunter mourning? How is Hunter supposed to mourn? He doesn't know what this little girl is. He doesn't know what his girlfriend is. I don't like to be a weirdo and assume that this child is no longer with us, but based on their behavior, there's a reason the parents did not let the police in the house on the 26th for the welfare check. I think they did something. I think they hurt that little girl, and I am feeling so fucking dirty right now, you guys. You have no idea how dirty I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a dirty bitch in the beginning of the Summer Wells case right now. Because I don't like doing this, but, however, God, I wish somebody, and you know what? The fact that Ernie changed the missing teenager fucking poster from missing to possibly kidnapped, something fucky is going on. Listen, CPS, that's not something I can be a part of because I've never witnessed any parenting. I can't just call and say, hey, this is what I think. What Hunter said last night, maybe Hunter should call. I'm not calling. Please do not bring that up in this chat. We already know how I'm on the hook for a call with Peach and Ghost that I never did, you guys. Hey, Graham, I just know that listen, how about this? If I'm wrong, and let's say, and I'm not saying that, I'm only saying this for YouTube purposes. If Jimbo, Thelma, and Hunter had anything to do with this, I will not only burn my channels down, I'll donate $5,000 to a nonprofit of Constant Sue's choice. How about that? No idea, Kimberly. I don't know. Most of you that know me know that I will run away from anything to do with children. I don't want to hear about it. Listen, Lolo's funeral was yesterday, and I could only bring myself to go to the viewing. I could not stay for the funeral. I do not have the emotional or mental wherewithal when it comes to little kids. I cannot do it. It is way too fucking traumatic for me. I don't like this. I don't like this topic, but amen. I would leave you two permanently as well, Manchester. I would fucking leave forever. That is how much I believe that Frank and Leslie did something to this child. No, I mean, if there's charges that convict Jimbo, Thelma, and Hunter, I'll burn it down and I'll donate $5,000 to any nonprofit that Constant Sue chooses, and I'll never come back again. Never come back again. But I will stay on this. I'm not going to turn this into some Summer Wells fuckery, but I definitely will be following this until we know if this girl just ran away because her parents are abusive, which it seems like that might be the case. But this father, he's too disingenuous. He's way too disingenuous. He was acting just like Ernie Shell up there. I didn't see MGA's question, and I've got to end this pretty soon. Frank made us steaks. I got to eat supper. There's a very good chance, MGA. Bobby Roger. Never trust a man or a woman with a first name for a last name. All right. Bobby Roger. I don't trust him already. His earlobes are probably connected to his skin. Don't trust those people either. And look at people's shoes. I'm an asshole. But I got to go, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Frank, Leslie, if anyone's going to figure it out, it's going to be you two. Have a good night.